All right, morning, Princess. How are you doing? Lekker. Can you have a cup of coffee? Black coffee, be lovely. Thank you very much. Hey, morning, guys. It's a Tuesday. Hope you had a lekker long weekend. Probably you're on holiday already. Maybe you're the holiday spirit already. We certainly are. We can feel it. But it's time to kick off. Almost time to kick off a brand new day right here on your breakfast show. Morning, guys. All safe?
Morning.
Hey, get in here. How's it, guys?
To come in.
Thank you very much.
Morning.
How's it going, guys?
Yes, it's going good.
Getting the final touch-up done and
Yes.
looking good.
Yes.
Welcome back to Biso.
It's good to be back here.
Where
It
you
feels
been,
like
dude?
I've been gone in like a long time, eh?
Yeah, where were you though?
Durban, man. I've been in South Africa's playground. It's so awesome, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is very awesome there. It is
Nice.
very awesome
So
there.
it's really, really awesome. But I'm back now by popular demand.
Back by popular
Also,
demand.
he's like, I'm like, how's it going? He's like, it's going okay, I'm a little bit fragile. I was like, why? He's like, because we were partying in Durban.
We're caring.
Durban
I
is
care
that
less.
city though. They know how to have a good time.
Look, man, it's the place to be, Durban. I mean, we've been featuring a lot on Durban lately as well, right here on your Fuga Breakfast Show, and it's the place to be. So for those of you guys in Durban, I mean, this is lovely. I mean, I had the best. You're obviously from there. Zoe.
Yes,
or
well,
you
I
live
did
there,
high
yeah.
school there. My parents still stay there.
Exactly, but I mean, I just have the fondest childhood memories of Durban, especially during winter in Joburg. If you know, winter time, that's the best time to go down to the coast and just
We had a
chill out
name
and
for all the
turds.
Joburg people that came down.
Really?
The Varleys.
What do you call
The Varleys.
the Varleys?
The
'cause they're from, like,
Varleys.
the Val.
No, but we just always
What's
joke
the-
about it. The
yeah.
Varleys are coming into town during our winter.
And you kind of still joke about the Varleys down in Cape Town because they're the only ones swimming in the sea in this ice cold water.
Oh, there's
Wait,
a
was
knock.
it?
Come in,
Who's that?
come
Knocking
in.
like the police.
Morning.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, my brother.
I was about to bring you your coffee, but it's not ready yet.
Oh, shit,
it's
thank you
okay.
very much, man.
Warming up. Still warming up to get ready
man.
for the day.
That's what you're
Where
ready for
are we?
today.
I am ready for today. It's the last Tuesday of the year for us, at least in terms of the show.
Yes.
So it's going to be an exciting one. So the band and I have decided to do a little bit of a twist to Tuesday tunes.
Oh, nice.
We have selected songs that you'd like to sing for you today.
Oh, so
no
it's no
voting.
So no
voting.
voting.
Are you allowed to reveal
We're
the songs?
gifting. You know, we shall do so when the moment comes.
Okay.
And a surprise.
Please tell me it's Christmas carols. Is it Christmas carols?
Yeah.
Are we not in Christmas?
We are. We
Okay,
are.
I guess we
Are
are.
ye all faithful or not?
We are.
Cometh ye in gay delight, yes?
Yes, yes.
And singeth the songeth.
Exactly.
I got it.
Exactly.
I
But it's
got
going to be a very good one. But of course, I'm also looking forward to Haynes. who's
Oh
gonna be
yeah, I just met her
Yes,
now.
she
She's
is
beautiful,
incredible,
man.
Right,
Yeah.
in a beautiful red dress as well.
Yeah.
She's sounding very soprano-like.
Yeah,
And she's
it's a
also
big
just
musical.
yeah, and she's also just released her first debut single. It's actually
fantastic.
it's called "Feels Like Christmas" and it's original Christmas song written and composed by her.
Okay, perfect timing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect
how's
timing.
that?
It
Yeah,
is
that's
also-
really
I think she planned it out perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, you know, on Tuesdays we always talk medical chats, and today it's all about how to survive your allergies this festive season. And I mean, I think I'm allergic to my own cat because ever since he's been in
unfortunate.
Durban, my parents are looking after him because I'm going home there soon. I haven't had allergies.
What will Sailor say if he heard you talk like that?
He'd be so hurt
Sorry.
right now.
Poor Sailor.
my own mom
He will
just-
sail away.
Is allergic to me.
Really?
Well, I'll get an antihistamine. It's fine.
Yeah.
How many of you guys actually have allergies? Do you have allergies?
I actually don't know.
You don't know that you
I
have
actually
allergies?
don't know, but I don't think so.
You've got
Yeah, I don't
sinuses.
think
There's
so.
some allergy
I've got
to it.
sinuses too. We all have sinuses.
I think
around
too.
here.
Yeah, but look.
mine cleared up since my
we
cat
all have
has been
sinuses.
gone.
It's whether your sinuses are
Flared up.
yeah. Do they flare up? Are
That's the
they?
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
well-
can't just say I've got sinuses. So do I.
Okay, Dr. Darren Green.
I just wanted to know because I'm like one of those people that grew up like never having allergies. At some point, I was allergic to guavas though.
Really?
No, I
Yeah.
think you
How
just didn't
random.
like them.
No, not really.
What would
People
happen?
say they're allergic
So-
to
so I-
certain foods
itching.
just because they don't like it.
No, it's serious. I'd get like a whitish, kind of rashish kind of
Really?
thing. Yeah,
From a guava.
from a guava. Maybe it was like fresh guavas. Because like the ones that we'd get were like street board and stuff. We're like, no, they weren't even 10. It was like street board. So then I've never liked guavas as a result of that. So guyavels are not on my Christmas
Still
menu.
today.
I don't like guyavels.
Lekker guava pudding.
I can't.
Can't do it.
Can't, no.
Doesn't even sound nice.
Not at all. Not at all.
No, that's funny. I don't have any allergies. Any allergies, as far as I know. I don't think so. I mean, yeah. I guess I'm lucky.
You are.
I
You
guess
are
I'm
very,
really
very lucky. Yeah. But
Yeah.
listen, of course, you can give us a call when we do engage with Dr. Darren Green, giving us a call on 0214309881 to ask your questions about allergies that you might have. You know, if the season is catching you, there's too much pollen in the air, it's spring, and you're just like,
And your sinuses are acting up.
And your sinuses are acting
Your
up.
sinuses are activated.
The sinuses that we all have.
The sinuses we all
They are
have.
communicating.
Listen, let's quickly take a look at just a brief look at the weather and the temperature. Johannesburg today, starting off on 17, maximum of 29, partly cloudy. Temperatures start rising around 11 o'clock, reaching maximum of 33 degrees, but it will feel like as well, which is going to be hot. So don't forget sunblock. Sunblock, very important this time of year. Durban 24, 34 as well. Very high humidity, around 80% this evening as well. So also make sure you stay hydrated. Port Elizabeth 17, 27, partly cloudy today. Windy conditions around 46 kilometers per hour. And Cape Town 18, 24. Some scattered showers expected throughout the course of the day, which is actually amazing. We're looking forward to some showers. It's December.
That should cool things down a bit.
And it is showering, exactly. So don't forget your umbrella when you step outside the house this morning, but we'll bring you a full roundup of those temperatures a little bit later on.
I usually don't like summer rains.
Look,
Because for me, they ruin the mood. You know what I mean? Like, when you're supposed to be outside on the beach or next to a pool somewhere, now it's showering.
I get it. But I used to love living in Joburg and growing up in Joburg, the thunderstorms. I love the thunderstorms. I could sit and watch the thunderstorms for hours.
They ruined my TV watching experience because my grandparents would always be like, turn off the TV!
Yeah, because
Turn off the TV, cover all the mirrors with a blanket.
It's going to!
Why the mirrors with the blanket?
Ask the grannies.
It's a superstitious thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Grannies give us a
Like
call.
if the lightning strikes and it reflects in the mirror and
you see that, you're gone.
Yeah, you weren't like ever really allowed to like stare at lightning and look at lightning and stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
It's weird, I don't know.
Interesting.
Anyway, you know what's interesting?
What is
had
interesting?
like the whole internet broken this past weekend? Questa, right?
Yeah.
Had Rick Ross, American rapper,
Hey.
Mr.
Rick Ross.
at his crib in Soweto. What? Like somebody said, imagine you wake up on a random Sunday morning, right? And you've got this Vascom. You know what a Vascom is? It's like a.
that's shuttle. That's shuttle.
Yeah, like a shuttle.
Oh, okay,
right?
okay, okay.
Which
A skottel.
A skottel, yeah.
Yeah.
Vascom is a
Yeah.
skottel.
Okay.
And like, because some people use it to wash, you know, with a lot of showers, whatever. So he's like, imagine you wake up on a random Sunday and you take your Vascom to go hoy out your bath water and then, Rick Ross is right across your house. What do you do? And a lot of people were immensely proud of Questa, especially like Slicker, which I think is one of the people he's collaborated with in the industry before, saying how he's done this collaboration instead of taking Rick Ross to like a Santin or to a fancy hotel,
bring him home.
Bring him home. And Questa himself even said he wants the American rappers to see what our hoods are like, because for the longest time our hip hop was influenced by their hoods, and we'd always be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean?
Smart.
So that was
like that.
really cool, man.
Now Questa's the one.
Yeah.
What happened with Cardi B?
Cardi B, listen. People are mad on the internet. They're like, listen, Linda. People are so mad, and rightfully so. So she was performing at the Rolling Out Loud, or Roll Out Loud festival this past weekend, and obviously everyone knows that she's now divorced. Or divorcing, but he's still in process, from Offset, member of Migos. And dude is like really desperately wanting to get her back, so much so that during her show, he organized with like her entire management, PR team, whatever, to set up this love back stunt. So after one of her songs, they rolled out like this cake kind of structure thing that said, "Take me back," and he rocks up in this fully bedazzled, diamond-studded white suit with a bunch of flowers, and has like a conversation with her for like 3 minutes, asking her
On stage.
On stage.
In front of everyone.
In front of everyone.
Could we hear the conversation?
No.
And it's a conversation I want to hear, because I saw a brief video of it, but Cardi's not looking impressed, because she's just like, nah. The whole time, you know, I wonder what she's saying. Like, that sounds something like that. I'm sure,
No,
you know?
Cardi does not sound like that.
What does she sound like?
That sounded like a sheep in distress.
But she sounds like that.
Oh no, you ain't gonna do me like that, papi. Oh no. But like people are saying Offset's behavior is pretty risque and pretty a little bit, because like she said, like, you know, we're done, stay away. So for him to kind of be pushing the envelope like this and even invading her professional space like that.
But her management should also know better to not allow that.
Yeah.
They
Where was the
shouldn't-
management?
Yeah.
It seems like a
Question.
sweet idea, but it's actually really not that
They
great.
set him up for failure.
Yeah.
People
set
are
him up for
calling
failure.
for the entire Cardi B tour team to be fired. Everyone. Yo,
Who that is?
yo. Is it time already?
Oh.
Is that how?
Why are you being so dramatic when you walk in?
It's that time.
The slow walk.
All right.
I can't deal.
Done for sure.
This is going.
Oh, yeah.
Are ready?
Yeah.
Good, that's it.
We're ready.
4, 3.
Let's start the show.
Go.
Why is this button?
I step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
And a very good morning to you. Time to take a look at what's happening in the national news. Parliament has boasted about setting new standards this year in holding the executive to account, as well as passing legislation. A milestone was the handling of the election of President Cyril Ramaphosa a day before he delivered the State of the Nation address in February. A process to have the Boerkaap declared a national heritage site will begin early in the new year. Minister of Arts and Culture Nathi Mthethwa announced yesterday. After the Boerkaap is declared a national heritage site, UNESCO will be asked to declare it a World Heritage Site. On the international front, the US military says it has killed 62 fighters from the Islamist group Al-Shabaab in 6 airstrikes in Somalia. In the past, US presidents have been wary of intervening in Somalia since 18 Special Forces soldiers died fighting militias in the capital, Mogadishu, in 1993. Climate change is the major force shaping the future of work in sub-Saharan Africa, says Christine Lagarde, Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. And then finally, from sweets to Christmas cards, shoppers around the world over have revealed what they don't want for Christmas. A global survey was done in 34 countries, including South Africa. In South Africa, the most desirable gifts appear to be jewelry, money, and clothes. And the worst Christmas gifts? By far, sweets, toys, alcohol, and Christmas cards. Hey, what happened to it's the idea that counts, right? Anyway, now you know well beforehand what not to buy your loved ones for Christmas. Do not say you weren't warned. Time to take a look at what's happening in the world of sport. He's definitely not getting sweets for Christmas. It's Kat.
Wow, who wants money anyway? Anyway, in the latest sporting news, Bloemfontein Celtic fell to their third straight defeat in the Absa Premiership as they lost to Highlands Park by 2-1 in Bloem yesterday. Now, the draw for the Champions League round of 16 took place yesterday, which saw Liverpool drawn against Bayern Munich. Manchester United will take on PSG. Juventus face off with Atletico Madrid, while Real Madrid will battle Ajax. And finally, South African rugby have confirmed that the Springboks will face Japan on the 6th of September next year in a warm-up match ahead of the 2019 Rugby World Cup. And those are the sporting headlines at this hour.
Time to quickly take a look at your full weather report. This morning it is your Tuesday. Welcome to it. And we've also asked you to send in some of your pictures. Always lovely to see what it looks like in your parts of the world. We got a picture from Kasuma Boss, who sent us a beautiful sunrise from Limpopo. Hey, all the way up there. Kasuma, thank you very much. You can expect warm conditions with plenty of sunshine, reaching a maximum of 32 degrees. It looks stunning. Hope you have a beautiful day. Continue sending those pictures. We'd love to see Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. That's where you can post them. Your temperatures going into your Tuesday morning. Polokwane starting off on 19 minimum, reaching a high of 32 degrees. Mbombela very hot, 20, and your maximum 36. Pretoria 18, 36, and some thunder showers expected. Johannesburg 16, 30. Mahikeng on 20 minimum, your maximum 34. Klerksdorp starting off on 19, reaching a high of 33 degrees and thunder showers expected. Kimberley 18, 32. Bloemfontein 16, 31. Richards Bay 24 and your maximum 32. Pietermaritzburg 17, 37 degrees and some scattered showers expected. Durban 24, 32. Tata on 16, reaching a maximum of 31 degrees. East London 19, 32. Cradock 12, 36. Port Elizabeth on 18 minimum, your maximum 27. George 17, 25. Sutherland 9, 25. Cape Town 17, 23. Worcester 15, 27. Springbok starting off on 11 minimum, your maximum 26. And Uppington on 18 and a scorcher as well, 38 degrees is your maximum. That's where we leave your weather and your temperatures for now. We'll run you through a little bit later in half an hour's time.
Don't fear the flu. Boost your immune system with Effaflu C Immune Booster by Pharmadynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
Well, I hope you're getting charged up on this Feel Good Tuesday right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso. We're going to take a break. That means don't move from your couch or your bed because it is that time of the year.
Yes?
Yes, because after the break, if you are an adventure game lover, Gareth Woods, he's got the latest. It's called Just Cause 4.
And Princess, if you don't mind, surprise me with a yummy muffin this morning for breakfast. And also coming up, the lady dressed in red. Haynes is our performer this morning. Do not miss out on it. We're going to get to know her a little bit better, and that's coming up after the break. Thank you.
Enjoy a moment in between with McCafe. See you after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is so good to have you join us on this Tuesday morning as we get ready for the festive season. Well, we're already in the festive season, but we're moving forward closer and closer to Christmas. People are panicking, eh?
People are panicking, but hey, maybe we can help you out with a little bit of a game review. Gareth Woods joining us in studio. If there's maybe a gaming game you after,
Yes.
Just Cause 4 something Graham's about to review.
Okay.
So Xander Cage had a secret love child with a flying squirrel. What was the result? Just Cause 4, the latest in a series of high-intensity mayhem, over-the-top action, general insanity. I'm struggling to describe what this what the point of this game is. Gareth, I'm hoping this hasn't made you completely lose your mind, turn you into an anarchist. It looks like so much fun. Obviously, a proud tradition of anarchy being continued here. Talk me through Just Cause 4.
Okay, so it's all-out action movie, Spanish style. And
Awesome.
Pretty much you can do whatever you want. So, I mean, the main concept is you are this rebel who's trying to, essentially there's this dodgy kind of government's taken over and you're trying to like free the people, so you're trying to cause a bit of an uprising.
As one does, yeah.
In the kind of the jungles of whatever island this is, as you can see, the map is massive. I mean, just to give you an idea of how many cool places there are to play around with. And the premise on this particular one is that the bad dudes have got this weather machine, and it's got this massive kind of hurricane that's circling through the island, wreaking havoc, and you are essentially trying to shut them down and kind of restore law and order. But
because that's what it looks like. It looks like your character's all about law and order while you
carrying this massive
don't tether
gun
that
that turns
power to
into
anything, man. So what jumps out here? I've seen you in the brief amount of time that you've been kind of getting set up here. You've been wingsuiting, you've been paragliding, you've been doing this, grappling. Which looks like, and you've been attaching balloons to unsuspected.
So I'll show you some of them. What's cool is like you can pretty much do whatever you want. You get all sorts of different abilities. Some of the stuff I've unlocked so far. You obviously got your signature grapple, which allows me to group up to areas, and then I can jump, kind of like a mini sort of Spider-Man, maybe not as fluid. But then you've also got your instantly activating parachute, which is really cool. You've got your wingsuit, which let's see if I can get right this time.
Come on, get it right, dude. Come on.
Not quite.
You nailed it.
Nailed it. But yeah, essentially, you can, using all these kind of tricks to your advantage, you can do pretty much anything you want. You've also got, let's see if I can find some vehicles. That's always fun.
I mean, how do you approach a game like this? Because it must be distracting. You must, like, the danger here to just get lost on a tangent. Like, from the limited amount of time that you've played the game already, is it satisfying in terms of the broader objectives of the game? Was it all just in this madness and mayhem, this free space to play?
You still have a game that you're trying to complete here. So it's still got missions and you know, you've got objectives to complete, but at the same time, the fact that you can pretty much do anything does, heck, I can even go for a swim.
I was going to ask, is that the one thing you can't do? You're going down, buddy.
Mine.
Oh, my word. Who is it for?
Really, it's just like any kind of 90s or 80s action fan who just like, kind of the gung-ho.
It captures the feel, the look and feel. Like, just waiting for like Bear Baracus to step out here and say,
you're basically walking into an Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of fest. One day I'll work out how to use that wingsuit properly.
Obviously, it must come with a bit of an age restriction, purely because it's going to warp the mind of whoever plays this in the wrong way.
Obviously, it's an older game in terms of like for its age restriction. It has got gunplay. There's obviously a little bit of violence, but essentially, it's all just about having fun. It's kept kind of cartoony in that sense. It's like
so it sits on kind of the lighter side of that scale. How does this stack up in terms of the big games that have released this year?
So obviously there are loads of huge games out at the moment, and it's kind of like each one carves their niche. I think where this one has a great space is that sort of free-for-all chaos. If you're looking for a kind of game where pretty much it doesn't really matter what you do, you can just have fun and do your thing and be creative. In fact, if you go on the internet and search some of the clips of some of the stuff guys have done, you know, tethering two planes together as they fly past each other, they start spinning around, all sorts of crazy stuff you can do.
I just feel sorry for the livestock in this. I feel sorry for the livestock. Now, it looks like a lot of fun, buddy, and I think the perfect kind of stocking filler or main feature event for a present this year, because it does look like one of those that you could kind of lose yourself in for hours. I don't know where you find the time, buddy.
Yeah, geez, tell me about it.
Tough job, tough job. So if you've played it, the latest from Avalanche Studios, Just Cause 4, you can let us know on our social media platforms. Does it live up to the anarchistic tradition of what has been a very popular franchise? Does look awesome, man.
All right, all right. You can certainly tell that we are feeling very festive, because even the guests that we invite on our show are very festive indeed. Let's welcome Haynes in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, renowned South African singer, songwriter, performer, actress. Great to have you here with us.
Thank you. Lovely to be here.
You know, I said earlier on, I really appreciate that even now during this festive season, you've woken up at the earliest hour to be here and bring some Christmas and festive cheer to our lives. And you've done so as well in your music. You've dropped your first single, right? It's called Feels Like Christmas. The poster work looks absolutely lovely. Tell me about how it's doing so far.
Yeah, the song's doing well. It is the first original single that I've released. And
that you wrote.
And that I wrote, yes. So I've done things kind of a little bit backwards, because usually people do their, original songs and then later they release a Christmas song. So I've released a Christmas song first. It just happened to work out that way, but I like to do things differently.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is Christmas a particularly special time of year for you?
I love Christmas, and I love everything that it represents, and I especially love spending time with friends and family. To me, that's really important.
Yeah. And it's been a very busy year for you, and I'm sure you haven't had much time to spend with family and friends, because you've been on tour.
Yes, and I actually, I wrote the song just before I left on tour, so it's been in my head for a really long time, but last year, Christmas, I was in China, so it wasn't a good time to release the song.
Yes.
So I was really excited to be home for Christmas so that I could just release the song and share it with friends and family.
Yeah. Tell us a bit more about this tour, because you were gone for 9 months and you were all around the world, traveling with a West End / South African crew performing The Sound of Music.
Yeah, it was an absolutely amazing experience. It was really, really, really great. It's great to see a different part of the world and to take our talents and just share it with the rest of the world. To do what I love and travel was really, really great.
Yeah, visiting Singapore, China, Philippines, Macau, Sri Lanka. Beautiful countries, I'm sure, and a lot of appreciation from the fans there. But let's talk about another big experience that you had this year, performing God Save the Queen for the English team when they were taking on the Springboks in front of 52,000 people at Ellis Park. How does that experience sink in? Does it blow your mind a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, leading up to the event, it was a little bit stressful, but on the day, I just, you know, after you've done all the prep work, when it comes down to the actual event, you can't do anything more. So you just have to relax and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I really, really did get
oh my word, look at that.
A chance to just enjoy it. It was very special to do. I did God Save the Queen, and then Zulani sang the South African national anthem, and I just had goosebumps while she was singing, just taking it all in, you know. It's quite a blur when you're performing.
Yeah.
You're just trying to focus on doing a good job.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, it got to sink in, and I got to watch everybody in the stadium. I
mean, you can barely hear yourself in front of 52,000 people singing against you. You just want to take the mic and go, yeah, you guys do the singing. It sounds beautiful from out there.
Everyone's so passionate, and it really was very special.
Yeah. So with a very special year that has been like this, where do you see it going? Let's say in the next 6 months, maybe to a year. What are you planning? What does the future hold?
Sure. Well, my immediate future and a project that I'm working on in January, I'm coming back to Cape Town, and I'm in another musical called Into the Woods. I'm playing Cinderella. It's a really lovely role. I'm looking forward to
Fantastic.
it. I don't know if you watched the movie. Disney brought out a movie with Anna Kendrick with Cinderella, and Meryl Streep was the witch.
I haven't seen that one. No.
Okay, so it was a play first, and then Disney made a movie, so we're putting on the play, and it's going to be very, very cool.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm starting work on my album. I've got another original song that I've written, or a couple, and there's one that I'm going to record first in March, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys.
That is absolutely
obviously
wonderful.
Not a Christmas song. It's a popular ballad.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it, and thank you very much for joining us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Mzansi Africa, Hayley Haynes in the studio! Yeah!
Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
Amazing. What a way to start a Tuesday.
Man,
hey?
I can't wait for that single of hers, eh?
Yeah.
I want to hear that. Hayley's going to be awesome. But listen, right now, last year, the Clover Crush Share the Goodness campaign gave 10,000 pairs of new school shoes to children across the land. And as a new school year approaches, the brand hasn't just improved on that number, they've doubled it. That's the big one.
Exactly. And now they're giving you the opportunity to share the goodness and win cash prizes, airtime with Clover Crush. Now, simply buy a Crush today and then follow the details on the pack by dialing the USSD code *120*5676*, the unique code, and then hash from your cell phone to win. The closing date of the competition has now been extended until the end of December.
Exactly. Not a lot of time left, though, so follow the on-screen prompts and complete the requested inputs, and you could win your share of R1 million in prizes for you and a friend. So, what are you waiting for? That's the big question. Get on it right now.
Crush, your daily dose of goodness. Now also available in long life.
Made with love by Clover.
Well, don't go anywhere, because when we get back, we're going to have some fun in the kitchen. And in fact, just shaking things up, we're going to make a tropical orange mimosa. Perfect for this time of the year.
Who doesn't love a mimosa? Also, still coming up after the break, it's the UEFA Champions League. All the action from that. Stick around for it.
All Expresso presenters and guests fly domestically with Mango. Enjoy outstanding service, online check-in and seat selection. With the widest booking and payment options, Mango is the only airline globally to accept store charge cards as a means of payment. Fly in comfort with ergonomically efficient seats for more legroom. Aboard a fleet of new generation Boeing 737-800 aircraft. Join the presenters of Expresso and fly Mango.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Tuesday morning and it is so good to have you with us. Thank you for starting the morning off with us. Now, after starting with 32, we are now down to 16 of Europe's best football teams in the UEFA Champions League. The champions! I feel like there should have been music interlude there. Anyway, so with the group stage coming to an end in last week, the fixtures list for the first round of knockout matches was finalized yesterday as the round of 16 draw took place. And sports journalist, in fact, award-winning sports journalist Carl Lewis joins us this morning to share his thoughts on the UCL draw. Good to have you here, man. I've got to congratulate you on your incredible year that you've had.
Thank you.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And from a sporting point of view, before we even tackle the round of 16, have you been entertained when it came to the UEFA Champions League this year?
Definitely. I think the Champions League is just a competition where the best of the best is playing. And the matches itself, never mind the results, they don't disappoint. I think the level of skill and technique for a real football fan, this is what you want to see. And that's what makes the Champions League so special.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, at every single level, even teams that you don't know as such, you know, which league they come from, you struggle to pronounce their names.
Exactly.
They give the big teams a real go. And so, I know it's very early days. Of course, we still have a round of 16, 2 legs on either side of the playing fields. But who have stood out for you as particular title contenders where you, if you had to hedge your bets on them, you'd say, well, these guys?
Very, very tough question.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll always stick with Barcelona. I think they just have the European pedigree. Plus, they never lost a match in the group stages.
Okay.
And they do have Leo Messi, which always means you're in with a chance. So they definitely someone to watch. PSG, for me, I think there's something about them this season. Although they lost to Liverpool once, they did beat them again. But PSG, they star-studded. Kylian Mbappe, Neymar, Edinson Cavani. If you have those three, again, you're always in with a chance of winning and scoring goals. So for me, Barca and PSG can never count out Real Madrid, despite losing Ronaldo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
they're still a force to be reckoned with.
You know?
And they've got the European pedigree. They
Exactly.
are the reigning champions.
Exactly. And then Ronaldo and Juventus.
Yeah.
I think Juventus bought Ronaldo for a specific reason, other than marketing, to get them that Champions League. You know, they've made the final, I think, twice in the last 4 years.
Yeah,
And they can't get over that final hurdle. And Ronaldo is definitely a man that can take you past that final hurdle.
Absolutely. I'm quite surprised that in the top four you've mentioned, you haven't mentioned an English team, and more particularly Liverpool, especially after their incredible performance against Man United this past weekend, and just also what they've been looking like on the field. A certain sense of confidence that Jurgen Klopp, I think, has instilled in the men from Anfield has given them belief in all sorts of manner, not only in the way that they reached the Champions League final last year, but man. Yeah. You wouldn't put your money on them. I feel like they could strike the terror into any team's hearts.
Definitely, but they have a very tricky draw against Bayern Munich.
This is true.
Bayern Munich, I mean, they are perennial semi-finalists, quarter-finalists in the Champions League. However, I will say, despite Liverpool not putting their best foot forward in the Champions League, they scraped through and they got through.
Yeah.
So there's an edge to this Liverpool side that perhaps wasn't always there. You know, they might be playing well, but they're not getting the results. But this season, they're winning ugly and they're winning beautifully. So you can definitely count on them. You could put a little bit of money on them. I don't want to go too far. But Man City is another one. They have the potential to dominate any game possession-wise. So they're also someone you just can't count out. Now I'm suddenly have 6 favorites.
Now you're all over the place and you don't know. And that's the beauty of European football. Man City in with a chance as well. Tottenham also in with a chance. What they did against Barcelona in drawing their last group stage match to ensure that, you know, with all probability, they would stand the highest chance of qualifying in the group stage. And Heung-min Son, Eric Lamela, Eriksen.
Yeah.
Kane, you just dropped those names and already... Whew.
I think the Spurs-Dortmund match is my match of the weekend. That Dortmund side, they're leading the Bundesliga. They've got 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds starting, about 4 or 5 19-year-olds starting for them. They're a very exciting team to watch.
Yeah.
And for me, Tottenham is a team that, although Barcelona gave them a bit of a hiding at Wembley, they are a team that can handle big European matches if you look at the past few years. So... Dortmund, Spurs, Very exciting time.
All right, looking at that, pick your match of the round of 16, please, sir.
One.
Which is Tottenham Dortmund.
Tottenham Dortmund. And then Liverpool Bayern. Those are two quality sides.
Those are going to be great matchups indeed. And of course, the future of Jose Mourinho hanging in the balance most precariously as people look forward to Manchester United versus PSG. That's my pick of the match. I hope it's a 6-0. One way or another. Carl, thanks so much for joining us, man.
Pleasure.
Enjoy European football. Of course, we'll keep updating you with all things sports. And you can tweet us at Expresso Show to share your thoughts.
There's nothing smoother than the fresh, cool taste of Clover Tropica.
That's a great way to enjoy your Tropica orange flavor, and it's a simple twist on the popular mimosa. Now, this drink not only brings in the citrus fruit orange taste, but it adds a lemon and honey taste to the mix, which is so yummy. I think that you'll find that this is a refreshing change, and it works very, very well, bringing depth into an already uplifting and super smooth drink. And of course, we've got our chef on hand, resident chef, Chef Ewan Stradom.
That's a whole lot of intro for this delicious drink. That's a whole lot of intro. I love it. Yeah, you know what? It's hot. The summer is here, and wherever you are, it doesn't matter. You don't have to sit on some tropical beach to feel like you are sitting on a tropical beach.
You can just have the tropical beach in your
mouth. So we're having Clover Tropica Orange, or Laranja, which sounds very tropical, which is on the other side of the box, I just had to say. So we're going to make this little orange mimosa going in here. Very easy. So we have a jug.
Yes,
just like
a jug
this
is necessary.
Yeah. And then look at all the smoothness. It comes out there.
I love that.
Come on.
What I love the most is that it's got so much zing and energy of citrus fruit without the cutting sharpness, which is great. It's very refreshing.
Yes.
Like I said, it's uplifting, and it's a very super smooth drink.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to pop a few
in there.
Ice blocks in there. Just a few.
Just a few.
There we go. That should work. Now.
Should I put a few in the glass as well?
Please
or
do.
nah?
I've got some, what do you call this? Lemon juice?
Yes.
Damn, it's going to go in there.
It's going to add a itiki.
You know, like itiki.
Yeah.
And then to offset that, some honey.
Oh,
Look at
wow. I'm so excited for this drink.
Look, it's going to be delicious. Especially if you think about hot temperatures. I know that temperatures across the country at this stage
are soaring.
It is soaring. I mean, it's close to 40. Yesterday, I think we reached 40 at some areas. Some sparkling water. Let's give it a bit of a fizz.
Oh, that sparkling water is
just
everything.
Like that. Okay, we have a very handy little mixer. It's like a wooden stick, and we just give this a bit of a stir, and look at that. So now you have all the different flavor elements of the Clover Tropica Orange.
And I'm getting it.
You're getting it, so you can smell it.
Beautiful. The keyword for this beautiful recipe is Clover. Send it to 33728. We'll gladly send you your ingredients list. So simple. And the link to the recipe. And you could be making this yourself. But if you want to take one more look, well then, here you go.
This Tropica Orange Mimosa recipe is a great way to enjoy your Tropica Orange flavor this summer, and it's a simple twist on the popular mimosa. For this recipe, you'll need 1 Tropica Orange, a handful of ice, juice from 1 lemon, 1 Nestle Pure Life sparkling water for top-up, honey, and orange peel for garnish. Begin by pouring the lemon juice and Tropica Orange into a pitcher. Top up with Nestle Pure Life sparkling water. Then add some honey for your desired sweetness. And add ice to the pitcher to keep it nice and cold. Pour the Tropica Orange Mimosa mixture into your glass and garnish with an orange peel and enjoy.
Made with love by Clover.
Well, there you go, Clover to 33728. And we're about to finish it off with a little garnishing on the top, some orange peel.
Just an orange peel.
Lovely.
To stick to the theme, you know what I'm saying.
And what were you saying? You were giving an alternative to just using regular orange peel?
Yeah, if you want to be fancy, I mean, take your orange peel and make a candied orange peel. Like stew it in some sugar, fry it up there, make a nice little sweet tinge to it. And I think that could be nice as well. But that's taking it to another level as well.
Another level indeed.
We like another levels.
Cheers.
Clover to 33728. Oh, yum.
This is good.
That's good.
There's nothing smoother than the fresh, cool taste of Clover Tropica. Made with love by Clover.
So impressive, JP. You're doing your own makeup, you're doing your own nails over here. You are just owning this space. What's going on?
I know you're trying to make a light of that, but I'll have you folks know that Tabiso thought that I honestly actually do my own makeup.
You sat here so confidently and you started grabbing everything.
I don't know so much about the grabbing. I know I'm like barely awake, so maybe that did happen, but no, this needs a lot of help.
Well, awake. You better be awake after the break because JP Sebastian is doing a wrap-up of all the bad movies, the worst movies of 2018. You want to make sure you catch that. Also, Haynes, she's going to be performing a Christmas song. The spirit is in the building.
Clover Crush, 100% pure fruit juice packed with vitamins and no added sugar. Crush your daily dose of goodness, now available in long life. Crush is spreading goodness by giving away 20,000 pairs of school shoes. See pack for details and stand a chance to win 1 million rand in prizes for you and a friend. Nominate a school to receive school shoes.
Made with love by Clover.
Testing 1, 2. Twinkling lights sweep from every window, and tinsel hangs from every wall. Excitement's in the air, oh, and everywhere. Mistletoe is decking the halls. Feels like Christmas. There's a cheer in the air. Feels like Christmas. Friends and family draw near. It's the most festive time of year. Christmas time is here. The sun is warming our faces. The festive cheer is warming our hearts. Laughter can be heard from our homes at night. 'Tis the season to be merry and bright. Feels like Christmas. There's a cheer in the air. Feels like Christmas. Friends and family draw near. It's the most festive time of year. Christmas time is here. Carols play wherever you go. Kids decorating the Christmas tree, wishing and hoping for snow. Feels like Christmas.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Oh, very happy birthday indeed. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3, baby. It's time for us to wish some people a very happy birthday because there's so many people celebrating their birthday all around the world. But let's take some time out to give a few notable ones. First up, Brad Pitt is celebrating his birthday today, as well as vocal powerhouse Christina Aguilera. They both celebrate their birthday today, the 18th of December. So if you were born today and you share a birthday with them, with some of the most talented people in the world, we want to wish you a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So yeah, those are some two big stars. You can see she's over the moon because it's her birthday today.
She's just so excited.
She's happy. We also have Taryn, who would like to wish her aunt, and this is Aunt Eunice, a happy birthday for today.
Eunice.
A very special birthday shout out going out to you, Aunt Eunice.
Happy birthday, Aunt Eunice. Cookies and tea at your place. Yes, definitely. And then Chandra would like to wish her daughter, Lisa Sheree, is it Sheree? A very happy 9th birthday today. And she says this: happy birthday, pumpkin. May the good Lord bless you with many more. May everything you touch be blessed. We are so proud of all your accomplishments. Stay as sweet and loving as you are. Love, Mum, Dad, and your baby brother, Nahem.
There we go. That's wonderful. Well, a very happy birthday from our family to yours. And if you would like us to wish you or call you on your birthday, then you can send your contact details and, of course, a picture to birthdays@cardova.tv. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yes, happy best day to you. Enjoy this wonderful day. May you be hugged and kissed. Loved all over. Okay, we've certainly loved this year in movies, chatting to, of course, our expert, JP Sebastian. He's given us his best, and now The worst of 2018 by JP Sebastian. What a mouth-watering prospect.
And that is just by his reckoning, so you know, you can go ahead and hate me on social media if you have to. If one of your favorites is in here.
You know what? If you ain't got the haters, you ain't getting the money, man. It's all good.
Okay, I'm not getting the second part right, but yeah, maybe. We'll see after this.
All right. So these are the worst picks of 2018 according to you, right?
Yeah, and in fact, across the board, like critics, you know, I try not to look at what most critics say often.
Yes.
I try and, you know, obviously
have your
develop
own
an original thought and whatever. And unanimously, I think I'm in line with what most critics say.
What is your criteria when it comes to these kinds of things?
Well, look, like I always say about comedy or horror or whatever, I can't tell you what to laugh at, and I can't tell you what to be afraid of. Those are very like instinctive, elemental kind of things for people or whatever. But you can talk about how a movie failed in its own mission, and also just in really just basic entertainment standards.
All right.
And for the so I want to jump in then maybe for the first one. I think how it failed so deeply is this is like exemplary for the story of it doesn't matter how glossy your actors are and how much you love them. Oscar Isaac is amazing as an actor in most other things, but life itself, if the script is bad, it cannot be helped. It does not matter how many great actors you pile onto that. Antonio Banderas is fantastic as well. But man, when a movie feels like... Have you ever been to like a house party and you've been cornered by that one dude who's got his theory about how the world works?
Oh, wow.
And you're like, please get off my ear, guy. I just want to have a good time.
Yeah, okay.
This entire movie feels like you're being lectured to by someone who thinks that they're onto some sort of golden silver bullet theory about life. And you're just sort of like... Yeah, that's pretty all right, man. I get what you're saying. So
that's really that's
great actors, but
terrible.
Really, man, feels like you're being lectured to by like a first-year philosophy college kid. Like, chill out.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I understand where you're going with that. The next one.
Okay, this is stressful for me. Gotti is also across the board hated deeply by the critics, and that poor man John Travolta has had his highs and lows. This one. Again, not down to the actor entirely. This is, he's representing your John Gotti. This is a biopic. And a biopic is a thing where usually it's easy to make Oscar gold. Usually you're telling the life story of someone who lived like 5 lifetimes for you already. All you got to do is put it on screen. So fortunately for Johnny T, he was not the entire failure of this movie. I was hoping that it would be bad just for the cheesiness and the over-the-topness of his character. But Gotti is one of the most profoundly boring movies I've ever seen. If you've got, like I said, this mafia gangster movie, where 80% of it feels like you're just watching old men sit down with like faces that say IBS or some sort of like he looks backed up and angry at all times.
That's terrible.
In a non like it doesn't feel motivated like he feels like, oh, you know, how do I become the Don or the crime boss or whatever. He just seems grumpy to be on set, and I don't blame him because man, when you got a movie that's directed by a guy who acted as a secondary guy in Entourage, what do you expect?
Okay, all right. All right, after these two last, there must be a winner of the Golden Doo-Doo Award. And that is...
So pleased by AXL, actually. Sometimes when a movie is so bad, AXL is the movie for me of the year that crashed an entire studio. There was a studio called Global Road Entertainment. And what a lot of companies are doing in Hollywood right now is they're trying to blend with the large Chinese companies. Big money is saying, hey, can we write stories that appeal to Chinese-speaking folks and American English-speaking folks and whatever. AXL is exemplary in a failure to try and make a project work. Robot Dog Movie is, for me, so preciously bad. I laughed myself, like I hosed myself. It's not often I come close to wetting myself laughing at a movie. But I'm going to spoil it for you. At the end, the dog self-destructs himself.
No!
And before he does, he says the cheesy catchphrase of the boy. In robot voice, the dog says, "Send it, bro."
Oh, okay, no, I'm done. I can't do that. Dogs can...
And crash an entire studio. They're now bankrupt and being liquidated by...
That's worthy of a golden doo-doo in your bank as well. Thank you very much, JP. Much appreciated. Goodness, the worst movies of 2000.
The golden doo-doo.
From all the movies that have been a letdown for JP this year to giving away some really exciting prizes and deals, we're counting the days, the hours, and minutes to Christmas, and it's time once again to share the joy with DionWired in the biggest way possible. Now, not only are they offering up to 50% off in their Unplugged sale, but they have been giving away 5,000 Rand gift vouchers on our show every single day.
That's right, and today it is no different. So let's get right into it. How do you play and put yourself in line to win this amazing voucher, you might ask? Well, you're just in time, and you know, this voucher will be the perfect thing and just in time for Christmas. But what you need to do is you need to identify the cool gift wrapped up in this box that we have down here. We'll give you a couple of clues and some options to choose from. So Do you think it is A, the Dell 27-inch monitor?
B, HP Intel Core i5 notebook.
Or is it C, the Nintendo Switch console Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu edition?
I was waiting for you to go, Pikachu!
Pikachu!
All right, so your clue today is that this gift was 9,999 Rand, but it's now 7,999, which saves you a massive 2,000 Rand in the DionWired Unplugged sale.
Now look at the savings, folks. I'll have to, you have to whittle it down to figure out the answer if you head on over. So visit DionWired.co.za or download the DionWired app now to find this morning's mystery gift, which could see you walking away with that 5,000 Rand DionWired gift voucher.
Correct, and if you still have Christmas shopping to do, well, DionWired is the place to go. With their Unplugged sale, you can get up to 50% off on selected products right up until Christmas Eve. Go in store and snap up these deals. Stocks are limited.
That certainly is. Now, to enter our competition that we're doing this morning, SMS the keyword joy followed by your answer. So that's A, B, or C. Your name, surname, and city to the number 33728. That's 33728, and those SMSs are charged at R1.50. Our lines will close at 8:15 this morning. T's and C's do apply, and you will also have to download the DionWired app to redeem your prize. So it's worth doing so right now.
So come on, guys, enter now or get unplugged, right?
Yeah.
Do it.
Share the joy with DionWired this Christmas for the best in electronics and appliances, and with our epic festive season deals. Visit our stores to find the perfect gift you're after, or shop online at DionWired.co.za. Plus, download the DionWired app at the Apple App Store or Google Play Store to stand a chance to win one of 5 10,000 Rand shopping sprees. The biggest range of top brands at festive prices you'll hardly believe. DionWired. Technology simplified.
It's just a bit shiny over there.
Oh, come now.
There we go.
Nice. Listen, guys, we're going to be taking a very quick break. When we come back, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Haynes performs that beautiful Christmas song of hers, getting us in that festive spirit.
Oh, I'm here for it. I'm available. And then it is Medical Tuesday, so we have our doctor in the house, Dr. Darren Green, and we're going to be talking about how to cope with your allergies.
Sorry.
Exactly. Must be the booyerkies there. All that more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Next time you must cover.
Sorry, man, it was too quick.
Science reaches for the truth. Science works for the big and the small, the old and the young. Science never gives up. And science is at the heart of biology-based nutrition, for differences you can see, feel, and trust. The secret to lifelong health, it all starts with science.
Speak from every window, and tinsel hangs from every wall. Excitement's in the air, oh, and everywhere. Mistletoe is decking the halls. Feels like Christmas. There's a cheer in the air. Feels like Christmas. Friends and family drawn near. It's the most festive time of year. Christmas time is here. Summer sun is warming our faces. The best of cheer is warming our hearts. Laughter can be heard from our homes at night. 'Tis the season to be merry and bright. Feels like Christmas. There's a cheer in the air. Feels like Christmas. Friends and family drawn near. It's the moment.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Tuesday morning. So good to have you with us. Thanks for choosing to start off your morning here. And you're about to be treated to beautiful music delight. Haynes here with her debut single called feels like Christmas.
Twinkling lights peep from every window, and tinsel hangs from every wall. Excitement's in the air, oh, and everywhere. Mistletoe is decking the halls. Feels like Christmas. There's a cheer in the air. Feels like Christmas. Friends and family draw near. It's the most festive time of year. Christmas time is here. The summer sun is warming our faces. The festive cheer is warming our hearts. Laughter can be heard from our homes at night. 'Tis the season to be merry and bright. Feels like Christmas. There's a cheer in the air. Feels like Christmas. Friends and family draw near. It's the most festive time of year. Christmas time is here. You can't deny the holiday feeling, and carols play wherever you go. Kids decorating the Christmas tree, wishing and hoping for snow. Feels like Christmas. There's a cheer in the air. Feels like Christmas. Friends and family draw near. It's the most festive time of year. Christmas time is here. Oh, there's a spirit of giving here. Oh, it's the happiest time of year. And all of my loved ones surrounding me. Everyone gathers around the Christmas tree. Feels like Christmas. There's a cheer in the air. Feels like Christmas. Friends and family draw near. It's the most festive time of year. It feels like Christmas. There's a cheer in the air. Feels like Christmas. Friends and family draw near. It's the most festive time of year. Christmas time is here. Christmas time is here.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's beautiful. Wow. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it so much. Listen, I smell a new Christmas classic here. Beautiful, called Feels Like Christmas. It is available on all music platforms and people can get it, of course. And where can we follow you on social media, by the way?
All my social media handles are the same. It's at Haynes, and the spelling's a little bit tricky. It's at Haylea, Haynes, Heyns.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for the music this morning. It certainly has put us into the festive mood, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Link up with us on our social media pages and let us know of what you thought of Feels Like Christmas.
In the national news this morning, Parliament has boasted about setting new standards this year in holding the executive to account, as well as passing legislation. A milestone was handling the election of President Cyril Ramaphosa a day before he delivered the State of the Nation address in February. It also passed 23 bills compared to 18 last year. The president and his deputy, David Mabuza, were called at least 15 times to answer oral questions and together faced some 81 questions. Ministers were also held to account for more than 4,000 questions for written or oral reply. A process to have the Boer Cup declared a national heritage site will begin early in the new year. Minister of Arts and Culture Nathi Mthethwa announced yesterday. He made the announcement at an event organised by Boer Cup Civic and Ratepayers Association to thank the predominantly elderly woman from the neighbourhood whom last year prevented a developer's crane from entering the area. Mthethwa also said that after the Boer Cup is declared a national heritage site, UNESCO will be asked to declare it a World Heritage Site. Now moving further abroad, the US military says it has killed 62 firefighters from the Islamist group Al-Shabaab in 6 airstrikes in Somalia. 4 airstrikes on Saturday killed 32 militants and a further 2 on Sunday killed 28, it said in a statement. Somalia has been in a sharp increase in the number of airstrikes since President Donald Trump took office. Traditionally, U.S. presidents have been wary of intervening in Somalia since 18 Special Forces soldiers died fighting militias in the capital, Mogadishu, in 1993, a battle dramatized in the film Black Hawk Down. Climate change is the major force shaping the future of work in sub-Saharan Africa, says Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, known as the IMF, Christine Lagarde. Lagarde made the statement in her opening remarks at an IMF conference on the future of work in sub-Saharan Africa, co-hosted by the Ghanaian government in Accra yesterday. Demographics, technology and climate change were the 3 major forces shaping the future of the region, she said, with climate change being the major force. IMF research shows that climate change is expected to hit low-income countries the hardest. And then finally, in North Carolina, USA, a male donkey by the name of Jack and a female emu by the name of Diane were brought to a rescue center after their owner had vanished. Now, Jack and Diane were clearly in love, inseparable and constantly cuddling. Rescue workers knew they needed someone willing to adopt both. Their story of true love reached the Walking Dead star Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who immediately adopted the odd couple. He has since been posting regular updates on social media on Jack and Diane's progress. What a feel-good story indeed. Well, it's time to take another look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Kat.
Thanks, Leanne. So in the latest sporting news this morning, Bloemfontein Celtics fell to their 3rd straight defeat in the ABSA Premiership as they lost to Highlands Park by 2-1 in Bloem yesterday. Now, with Highlands 2-0 up, the Celtic comeback was on the cards as they pulled a goal back in the 65th minute, but the goal scoring stopped there as Highlands hung on to secure the victory. The Premiership continues this weekend as Wits host Chippa. Celtic travel to Cape Town City while SuperSport United take on Highlands. In other footballing news, the draw for the Champions League round of 16 took place yesterday, which saw Liverpool drawn against Bayern Munich. Now, in one of the standout ties of the round, last year's beaten finalists Liverpool will battle the German giants over 2 legs. And the last official encounter between the two teams saw Liverpool win 2-1 in the 2001 European Super Cup final. In other fixtures, Manchester United take on PSG, Juventus face off with Atletico Madrid, while Real Madrid battle Ajax. And finally, South African rugby have confirmed that the Springboks will face Japan in a warm-up match ahead of the 2019 Rugby World Cup. Now, the two nations will go head-to-head on the 6th of September, 2 weeks before the Springboks open their World Cup campaign against New Zealand. The last match between South Africa and Japan took place at the 2015 World Cup, where Japan pulled off a memorable 34-32 victory. And those are the sporting headlines at this hour.
Well, let's take another look at the road, starting off in the Western Cape in Century City. We have an accident on the N1 outbound. It's at Sable Road, currently obstructing that left lane. You can expect delays and allow for some extra travel time this morning. Now, staying within the Western Cape, this time Pardon Island, on the N1 inbound, there's an overturned truck. It's between Section Street and Neptune Street. That right lane is currently obstructed, so approach with caution. And then if you're traveling by train, the Cape Flats line, there's extended travel time of 15 to 20 minutes. That's on the Cape Flats line due to speed restrictions and sets out of service. We'll have another update for you at 8 o'clock.
All right, let's quickly take another look at your weather and your temperatures. And we've also asked you to send in some of your beautiful pictures. Father Khan, good morning. Father sent us this beautiful sunrise picture from Hillcrest in KwaZulu-Natal. It looks stunning. Thank you very much for sharing. Partly cloudy conditions with hot temperatures can be expected, reaching a maximum of 34 degrees. Please be careful in that heat, but otherwise have a beautiful day. Let's get into your temperatures right now for the rest of the country. Polokwane starting off on a 19 minimum, reaching a high of 32. Mbombela 20.36. Pretoria 18.36. Johannesburg 16.30. Maikeng 20 with a maximum 34. Klerksdorp 19.33. Kimberley 18.32. Bloemfontein on 16 minimum, reaching a high of 31, and some thundershowers expected. Richards Bay 24.32. Pietermaritzburg very, very hot, 17.37 with scattered showers expected. Durban 24.32, Mtata 16.31, East London 19.32, Cradock 12 and a half, 36 degrees, Port Elizabeth 18.27, George 17.25, Sutherland starting off on 9 minimum, your maximum 25, Cape Town 17.23 with some rain expected, Worcester 15.27 also with some rain, Springbok 11.26, and Uppington also very hot, 18 minimum, reaching a high of 38 degrees. That's a wrap of your weather and your temperatures. For now, we'll bring you a final update at the top of the hour.
Well, we are all getting into the festive spirit on Expresso this morning. Get yourself together. And of course, the best part of this special season is
the giving.
The giving.
I've even had to put my tablet down for this one because
to
shut
get
the front
into the
door.
game. Now, every morning we are going to be calling one very lucky viewer. It could be you at home. Yes, you, who has entered the Loot Festive competition, and we could, of course, be opening one of these doors right here. There's only a few left,
Yes.
but look at these amazing prizes that we've already given away. But there's so many more. There's things like computers, there's phones, there's PlayStations, there's gadgets, and oh, so much more. We gave away this one yesterday, Tabs.
The one that I've been eyeing the whole time.
I've been eyeing this one, this flat screen TV.
Well, you at home could also stand a chance of winning. It's your last week to stand a chance to play your lucky number on Loot's festive calendar. So we have decided to spice things up a little bit. The entry mechanism has been spiced up. All you have to do now is register on the loot.co.za site, or download the Loot online app on your smartphone and register. Then WhatsApp the email address which you registered with on loot.co.za to 071 640 6551. We could be calling you to pick your lucky number.
There we go. And if you've already registered on Loot, then you don't have to register again. Simply WhatsApp the email address on your Loot account. Use the hashtag LootFestive, and I can't wait to see which one of these doors we'll be opening up a little bit later on in the show. So go on and WhatsApp that email to 071 640 6551.
Oh, well, we are taking the quickest of breaks. When we get back, Ryle from Top Billing, he joins us this morning, putting the Fitbit Charge 3 to the test. Of course, some amazing specials and a really cool gadget if you're looking for gifting ideas.
Okay, well, while it might be the festive season, some people are experiencing allergies. Some of them allergic to pollen. Some of them allergic to cheap gifts. Whatever that might be, we're helping you cope with all of your allergies this festive season. Dr. Darren Green will be joining us. Give us a call on 02143098881. It's true, though.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Tuesday morning. So good to have you with us. Now, we're talking medical chat on a Tuesday. And there's always a chance that during the festive season that you'll be exposed to something that you're allergic to, with all the food going around. So allergy symptoms aren't usually life-threatening, but a severe allergic reaction can lead to anaphylaxis. Yes, anaphylaxis, a severe allergic reaction that needs to be treated right away.
And of course, left untreated, it can be deadly. In children, the most common cause is food. For adults, the main cause is medication. So if you don't know what triggers your allergy attack, certain tests can help identify the allergen. Of course, here to help us unpack all of this anaphylaxis and what it's about, and of course, how to avoid it this festive season, is our trusted medical professional, Dr. Darren Green,
Good
everybody.
morning.
Woo! I'm so happy when you're here. I
Grand
just feel like
entrance.
all is right with the world.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so let's begin first by maybe further explaining how anaphylaxis is caused.
Basically, your immune system goes into overdrive. So it recognizes a substance, whether that be food or something from the environment, or even the toxin from a bee or a wasp sting, for example.
Yeah.
And then its response, your immune system's response to that allergen or trigger is in overdrive. It's exaggerated. And what an anaphylaxis actually means is you have a systemic reaction. In other words, the blood pressure changes, the blood supply to the different vital organs changes. You have shutdown of certain systems, and you have then a flurry of clinical symptoms that occurs because of an excess or overdrive of your immune system.
So we don't even want to get to that point, but that's usually how we know that we're now allergic to something.
Correct.
How can one test prior to all of that going down that you actually have a food allergy?
Yeah, it's funny. Some parents actually take peanuts, for example, and just rub them on the child's skin in a local area to see first if there's a reaction. But there are medical tests that we can do, you know, what we call the skin prick tests, where they take a certain component of the chemical, and you'll have a sequence of little skin pricks on the skin, and you can actually see which one is which. We also have radio immune assays, which we send in, where they just draw blood and send it in, where they can test your system, your immune system's allergic nature to a host of triggers, from eggs and peanuts to Bermuda grass and weeds, and horse, cat, and dog dander, and house dust mite, and all those things.
Sure.
So, you know, you can know about these things in advance, but, you know, the problem with peanut allergies, and a lot of them, is that you don't know, even latex allergy, how the food's being prepared in a restaurant over this festive season. They use latex gloves in the kitchen while preparing the salad, and there you go, touching the salad, eating the salad, and you don't realize, oops, that's where the powder or the latex actually caused the allergy in the first place.
Wow.
So
We'll get to discussing the symptoms of an
100%.
anaphylactic reaction. I wanted to maybe just, you know, cure my curiosity here. Why are some people allergic and other people just not?
Yeah, so you've got basically a predisposition, sometimes genetically, as to having an over-eager beaver immune system.
Yeah, yours is just like ready to go.
And you know, and the issue is, basically, the modulation of it is exposure and sensitivity to a trigger over time. So sometimes you can actually prevent becoming allergic to something by introducing it in small amounts at a time. That's called desensitization. And they use that principle a lot in treating people with allergies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interesting stuff. All right, 021-430-9881. Give us a call with all your questions surrounding allergies, and we are ready to answer all kinds of allergies, including, yes, those who are allergic to cheap gifts. People are out there like, oh,
I'm in shock at the moment,
How
too.
did you, what is that? What did it cost? It's $2.99.
Well, listen, we are talking all things staying healthy this festive season. And over the last couple of weeks, we were indulging about what it means to eat acidic foods and alkaline foods and where to find the right balance. Well, one lady in particular to help us this morning to figure it all out as we approach the festive season, we have nutritionist Margaret Ellis joining us on the show. And it's a very important topic, especially this time of the year. People overindulge. Welcome to Expresso.
Thanks, Zoe.
Well, you know what, Margaret, when it comes to people eating too much acidic foods, there are some symptoms that will show itself. What are some of the symptoms people can notice have they overindulged in those acidic foods?
Well, firstly, they'd obviously feel very uncomfortable and bloated, and some people might experience an acid reflux. And otherwise, the following morning, you'll probably feel it in your fingers first, and stiffness in the muscles, and achy joints. Those will be your first signs. But otherwise, it's a silent thing that affects you.
It is a silent thing. So does that mean we have to have our pH levels tested?
You know, there are strips that you can test your pH, the saliva, but you know, the pH is different in your mouth and in your gut and in the colon and in the urinary tract. So the fact that your saliva may be the right pH doesn't necessarily mean the rest of your body and your tissues are actually at the right pH.
Okay.
And you can also test at the path lab. Maybe your doctor might say test for these tests and those tests, but only if he sees certain symptoms that he wants to test for chemistry and things like that. But the best is to be proactive and always try and balance your alkalinity.
I can imagine being proactive is the key here. And before we get into the diet and the right foods to incorporate into our diet, let's quickly chat about when you overindulge and you overindulge in the acidic foods and your balance is out. there are certain minerals that get hijacked and depleted through, you know, acidic foods, stress and anxiety, which comes with this time of the year. Can we touch on some of the minerals that gets depleted and, you know, how ultimately can we restore balance?
Sure. The most important minerals when it comes to balancing your pH are calcium, magnesium and potassium. Those are your three most important. Obviously, there's a lot more that come into it. Calcium is obviously depleted rapidly and every day with your diet, excessive coffee. There's certain medications that will also deplete your calcium. So if you're taking cortisone, for instance, there's certain for anti-seizure drugs. So diet, coffee, alcohol, all those things will impact on your calcium. Magnesium, people don't realize that when you're stressed, your adrenals take the lion's share of your magnesium. So your magnesium can drop rapidly, and your magnesium is necessary to absorb your calcium. So, you know, definitely keep your stress levels balanced first, because that's going to affect your magnesium. And potassium, one of your biggest hijackers of potassium is salt. If your salt intake is too high, it takes your balance out and your potassium drops.
Okay, well, like we said, we want to make sure that we restore balance. So this festive season, what are some of the foods we need to keep in mind to eat plentiful of, and maybe the ones we should stay clear of?
Certainly. Well, to try and keep it simple, because you're never going to remember this food and that food, which is alkaline, which is acidic, and what changes once it's in your body and metabolized. So the best is to incorporate as many greens as possible. Greens are your absolute best to incorporate. Most of our choices are your proteins, which are high in acid, and obviously your refined foods and things like that. So that is where our majority of our food come from. And if you look at your empty carbs, if you're going to look at pasta, if you're going to look at hamburgers and things like that, those don't have the minerals and the vitamins that help metabolize and alkalize things and give you the right pH. So they're going to rob your body of those minerals that you have got. So try and eat as whole and healthy as possible. Incorporate as many greens, your leafy greens, your cucumbers, your celeries, and fruit to give you your potassium and things like that.
Well, Margaret, thank you for joining us and for sharing that with us. And like you said, we won't remember everything, but at the end of the day, incorporate as much greens and the healthy leafy foods into your diet. Well, Margaret, thank you for joining us this morning.
Pleasure, Zoe.
And remember that A. Vogel's multi-force alkaline powders, they allow you to clear excess acidity in your body and gives your body the alkaline minerals you need to combat acidity.
Don't let acidity weigh down on your health. Counteract acid buildup with your daily balance of alkaline minerals from A. Vogel's Multi-Force.
And we're back with our medical expert, Dr. Darren Green, in the house this morning. Of course, it is the festive season, and this is usually the time that we experience lots of allergy symptoms. We are taking your call, 021-430-9881. If you have any questions or queries around allergies, Dr. Darren Green is in the house. But I want to know, Dr. Darren Green, what are the symptoms of anaphylaxis?
Yes, so anaphylaxis meaning the systemic reaction to something that triggers your allergies, where you have a flood, and your immune system floods in all the things that cause an inflammatory reaction, that cause the redness, the swelling, the pain, and so forth. So you can imagine histamine, when you start sneezing and get red, itchy skin and so forth from a rash or an allergy, is released in high quantities during an anaphylaxis reaction. So that floods your system completely. So you get red, you could become itchy. Your lips, mouth, tongue, and your throat can become swollen, called angioedema, which then narrows the airway and puts you at risk of respiratory compromise. In other words, when your airway swells closed, then you can't actually get oxygen down there, and then you have a lack of oxygen to the brain, and you can actually then die. Remember, the heart muscle itself also needs oxygen to perform its function. So if you aren't breathing in oxygen due to that airway being constricted and closed, so forth as well. So what do people look like? Well, the host pipes are open during anaphylaxis. So that means that because all the blood vessels dilate, they look like prawns and crayfish. So what happens is you need to constrict the blood vessels to save the person's life, and that's where the treatment comes in. But the blood pressure, because of the host pipes dilating, plummets into the ground. You get dizzy, fainting, and you feel like passing out and so forth. And those are primarily, you look like someone that's having a panic attack, and red, and swollen, and et cetera, all at the same time.
Wow,
Okay.
We've
got a call on the line. Catherine from Darling. Good morning, Catherine.
Good morning.
Good morning. Fantastic to have you on the line. What is your question or comment?
I want to know, every time I'm dyeing my hair, color my hair, my eyes swollen, I've got an allergic attack and something like that. I want to know what's wrong because I'm 50 years old.
Okay.
And I'm using high blood pressure pills. I don't know if that's the cause of it.
Okay, so a hair dye.
Yes, very common
Yes.
cause and trigger of allergies. Some people, your skin becomes quite sensitive to some of the chemical compounds.
Yeah.
And the eyes obviously are in the same region. Sometimes just the vapor of the chemicals on your head can actually
So
cause a
strong.
significant reaction. If you think that people get an allergic reaction of the eyes and eyelids just to simple makeup and brushing yourself with a bit of powder, you can imagine with chemicals like that, when you're coloring hair or peroxiding hair, etc., etc. Remember, a certain degree of the chemical gets absorbed through the skin as well,
True,
which can
yes.
also lead to dye consequences.
Yeah. So perhaps maybe trying another brand of hair dye, or
Correct.
maybe even dyeing your hair whilst wearing goggles.
There you go.
Sure.
That's a practical suggestion.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kathy from
Good
Darling.
luck, darling. Fantastic. We're going to keep our lines open, 0214309881, and continue our conversation regarding allergies on the other side of this sneeze.
Now, we've been talking about the Woolies hashtag Bring It Home competition for the last month, and your response has been mind-blowing. The festive season is here, and Woolies are helping 100 South Africans reunite with those most special to them.
That's right, but they also say good things come to an end, and even though the competition has closed, we still have winners to announce. So this week we will be announcing our last winners. So let's start.
Let's start. Our next winner is Yolene Ross this morning, who nominated Arlene Wan. And she wrote in saying, Arlene came to work in Cape Town at the age of 18. She is now 42 years old, family having a reunion with all her siblings and parents. Arlene sacrificed most of her youth years to support her family financially. I mean, that is beautiful. Well, Yolene, you've done a really great thing for Arlene, and we hope that both of you have an amazing festive season because she will be going home.
Oh, that's absolutely special. Well, we have another winner, and our next winner this morning is Gaynor Smiler, who nominated Taylor Smiler. And she said, I would like to nominate my husband as his whole family is out in Knysna, and we are in Cape Town. And we would love to take our family out there, but it's so expensive. Having all these expenses over the Christmas time is also hectic. But with your help, it can all be made possible. Well, Gaynor, you and your husband will be spending Christmas in Knysna this year, and we hope you have an amazing time with the family.
It's been such a tremendous emotional journey with all of the winners, and we hope that everyone that has won so far will have the most amazing Christmas with their families and loved ones.
All right, we're going to be taking a quick break. Look who joins us in studio right now. Toplink's Raul de Mornay, he is here. We're going to be talking about the brand new Fitbit Charge 3. You're going to be putting it to the test, something that you need under your Christmas tree. And then also how to experience the best this festive season and how to get the most out of your city. What to do, what to look out for. That and more after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So good to have you with us. Tuesday morning, which means we chat all things medical with our Dr. Darren Green joining us to talk about allergies, anaphylaxis being the focus, the severe systemic reaction against some kind of, I guess, contagion trying to harm your body.
Yes, an invasive particle.
Indeed, Dr. Darren Green. We spoke about what the symptoms of anaphylaxis are, the swelling of certain parts of your body, the influx of
the redness
of blood to certain areas, hives.
Yes.
Now, how do those symptoms differ from other illnesses?
Good.
Like asthma or, you know,
Yeah, or local skin reaction, for example, you know, just from a simple roll on the grass. So the local skin reaction is not anaphylaxis. A local, limited to one specific system, like, or organ system, like your skin, is not anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis is a systemic response to the allergen. In other words,
entire system.
Yes, so your blood pressure will change, your pulse rate changes. You have a fall in blood pressure due to the vasodilation throughout your body. You have tachycardia, which is a fast pulse rate. You have respiratory distress, or stridor, which is where you obviously have breathing through a narrowed airway.
Yeah.
You know, that terrible sound. You know, that's it. That's it. And it's very fast, etc. So you'll be dizzy, you'll feel faint, and so forth. The local skin reaction, you don't have any of those symptoms. You just have a red raised hive, perhaps.
Yes.
Like people often get things like atopia or eczema over time. If you look at that red hive over there on the arm. So, you know, that's just one specific localized reaction. But when you start seeing swelling of the airway, if you wait too long to see if it becomes systemic, often the airway closes and it's too late.
Oy.
Then you can't even intubate the patient.
Yeah.
We can't even put an artificial airway, basically, in the airway to actually maintain it. So we can oxygenate sufficiently. And that, obviously, over there is what we call an EpiPen. That's adrenaline. The number one treatment for anaphylaxis and saving someone's life is adrenaline. And you need adrenaline. And often you'll find that's a ready-made little pen that you stick into your thigh.
Yes.
And you just depress the top of it.
Yeah.
And it's quite amazing. That you can travel around with if you're known with a severe allergic reaction before, then you'd have to prepare.
Now I'm just wondering whether just as a standard preventative measure, you should have a couple of EpiPens in your first aid kit at home. Because, like you said, sometimes you don't know that you have an allergic reaction until you actually consume that substance, and then boom, right there you're in.
Adrenaline is something that can save a life. They come in small glass ampules as well, so you can keep that at home if you need to. But obviously these are prescribed drugs, but you can't just leave them lying around. They have a shelf life, they have a certain expiry date, and they can cause severe systemic effects if you take them inappropriately. You can imagine. So that closes the hose pipes that are open. It causes vasoconstriction to up the blood pressure.
Okay.
Well, I want to talk about which foods cause anaphylaxis, because naturally we're going into the festive. We're a lot more liberal with everything we're putting into our mouths. We're throwing caution to the wind, living our best lives. But of course, this could all be detrimental to our health. So we'll chat about that as we return with our medical expert, Dr. Darren Green.
All right, so we're all about living your best life here on Expresso, and DionWired 100% behind this ethos with the best in electronics and appliances to support this cause. Today, we have top billing presenter and my brother in fitness, Ryle de Mornay, with us in studio to help us investigate the latest Fitbit release, which is built to be their most advanced and effective fitness tracker yet, the Fitbit Charge 3. My brother, how are you doing, man?
Beautiful, beautiful.
In the rain, what is happening? It is coming down. We love it, dude. Listen, we're talking about the brand new Fitbit Charge 3, and you've been wearing it. Are you pretty into your fitness trackers?
I use a lot of fitness trackers. I haven't used this one up until about an hour ago this morning, so I'm getting to figure it out and learning quite a bit about it already. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're going to be putting it through its paces this morning. I want to see, you know, the functionality of which is great. But what are the main kind of focus points would you say goes with the Fitbit Charge?
With the Fitbit Charge, I think it's definitely the fact that you've got 24/7 monitoring.
Yeah.
So right throughout the day, you can check your caloric intake, how many calories you are burning, which assists a lot with getting on top of your fitness goals to see how much you can actually eat in the day and whether you're losing fat, burning fat. Another cool thing for me I found is that it actually tracks your sleep as well.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's monitoring your sleep, your deep sleep, REM sleep, how much time you're getting in different zones of your sleep as well.
Which is important,
Yeah, and then just overall goals in terms of where you want to be training. So if you want to be training for fat burning, for cardio, or reaching your max heart rate, it kind of assists you in getting into those regions for training and making it more efficient.
Absolutely, and I love the fact that you can track your sleep, because obviously you can then monitor, like, I need to make changes to my life, to my diet, to things that needs to be happening.
Exactly.
I need to get more sleep, whatever the case may be.
In your case as well, and mine, and the way we work, that is one of the most important things.
Absolutely,
so
man. You've got to get quality sleep in there to monitor. That's great. But what about your kind of everyday usability and functionality, aside from all the fitness kind of orientated things that you get? How does it fit into your life?
Exactly that. So, I mean, it's not just geared for your ultimate athlete that's just this crazy gung-ho kind of guy. It's got cool day-to-day features as well.
Yeah.
So whether you're not even training and just want to check how much you are eating throughout the day. It plugs into any of your smartphones as well. So you can track your fitness goals, any orientations around that, and just kind of staying on top of your general health. And I mean, checking a quick call or message or getting notifications on my watch is something that adds to the features.
Not having to take your phone out constantly. We love it. Cool. So we're going to be putting it through the test. We're going to focusing on the heart rate function, which I want to see how that works because it picks it up seamlessly. What are you going to be doing, dude?
So I'm going to try, I've only got about 30 seconds or less, or under a minute. So I'm going to try and smash a quick interval session. See how many calories I can burn and kind of just talk about what that actually means. How are calories?
Let's go for it, dude. So I'm not going to join you. I'm going to watch. I'm going to train. Get down, drop 50. Let's go,
So
man.
interval session, we're going quite hard. We're going straight into it. So it's just burning fat, spiking that heart rate. Let's go. All right.
Let's see. Go, go.
Quick,
I'm going to do with you. Okay,
You're going to give me 30 seconds for a countdown. Tell me how long I am. All right.
Okay. Here we go.
Straight into burpees. Push up burpees. Get nice and explosive.
Up. Down. Up. Down.
Yeah, some jump lunges.
Up. Okay.
Oh, get the burn. Nice. Get the burn going. These are nice for the glutes and the hammies as well. Gets the coordination. Keeps your core going.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, I can hear this heavy breathing going on around already.
All right. About 5 more of these mountain climbers. Perfect for your core.
3, 2, 1.
And then finish off with some squats.
Yeah. Okay, you see, obviously, please remember, warm up before you attack a session like this. And I'm saying attack a session like this because it'll definitely attack your heart rate, which is really it.
30 seconds is up.
That's it. Absolutely, man. Well done.
Let's check it out, man. So what I've just done...
Just give it 5 seconds because the heart rate needs to just... 5, 4, 3, 2... Okay, now.
All right, so
let's see.
In that quick 30 seconds, I just burned 13 calories.
Yeah.
So to give you an idea of what calories means, it's kind of associated with food. And in calorie terms, 13 calories would kind of associate to, I'd say, a quarter of an apple. Or a quarter of a beer for those that are that way inclined. So if you continue with this for like 20 minutes, earn yourself a pizza maybe, or an entire burger. So,
exactly. which was obviously counterintuitive, but I mean, that is comparing it to, and you can see it spiked to over 150, now starting to come down again, which is great. You can actually track your heart rate because that's a measure of fitness as well. So you can spike it, but the quicker it comes down, it means the fitter you are, and you will see that change if you go through a fitness regime, which I love about this, man. Okay, cool. Raul, thank you very much, my brother.
Thanks for
Appreciate the advice, man. Very, very cool. Now, that's definitely impressive. Not only does it look great, but I mean, it's definitely worth your while. It will fit into your lifestyle, and it really is a smartwatch that you can get so much benefit from. You know what? If my guys are listening at home, this is what I would love under my Christmas tree, okay? I'm just saying. But if you are the same and you want this under your Christmas tree, simply visit DionWired.co.za, download the app, or go in-store when you can catch deals on products like these and more on the Unplugged up to 50% off sale. DionWired, technology simplified. Raul de Mornay, everyone. Give him a round of applause. That was brilliant. Come on. Yes.
Share the joy with DionWired this Christmas for the best in electronics and appliances, and with our epic festive season deals. Visit our stores to find the perfect gift you're after, or shop online at DionWired.co.za. Plus, download the DionWired app at the Apple App Store or Google Play Store to stand a chance to win one of 5 10,000 Rand shopping sprees. The biggest range of top brands at festive prices you'll hardly believe. DionWired, technology simplified.
Oh, well, Tabiso, give me a J.
J.
Give me a O.
O.
Give me a Y.
Y.
What does it spell?
Joy. What are we sharing?
Joy.
Joy, that's right.
Go.
It is DionWired. They're making technology all the way simplified and sharing the joy this festive season, giving you a chance to win 5,000 Rand vouchers every single day right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. And it's pretty simple what you need to do, right? As you go on the website, you try and figure out what the mystery gift that we've got wrapped up in this box is for this morning, and who knows, you walk away with a 5,000 Rand voucher.
That's right, and they also have that amazing Unplugged sale where you get up to 50% off, currently running. But we're going to help you out this morning. So we've got a gift wrapped up. You need to guess what's inside, and we're going to give you some options and a couple of clues. So option number 1, is it A, the Dell 27-inch monitor, or is it B, the HP Intel Core 15 notebook, or is it C, the Nintendo Switch console Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu edition?
Okay, well, all right. DionWired. Look at the size of the box and then go check it out, DionWired.co.za, or download the DionWired app. Apparently it retailed for $9,999 and has been dropped now.
Yeah, the new price is $7,999. That's a saving of 2,000 Rand. Now, clue number 2 for you this morning is that this fantastic all-rounder can meet both work and entertainment demands.
I think I know what it is.
The next clue. Now, if you know what it is, feel free to let us know. What you need to do is SMS the keyword joy to 33728. And the joy needs to be followed by your answer. So it's A, B, or C, your name, surname, and city to 33728. Those SMSs cost R1.50. T's and C's do apply, and no free SMS.
And it'll close at 8:15 this morning, so you need to make sure you're doing it right now. Now, in order to redeem the prize, you will need to have downloaded the DionWired app, right?
That's right, and where you can enter, you can shop, and you can do everything online. And of course, also remember that DionWired, they're only charging you 50 Rand for delivery fee, anywhere, anything delivered. So make sure you check it out at DionWired.co.za.
Correct.
Share the joy with DionWired this Christmas for the best in electronics and appliances, and with our epic festive season deals. Visit our stores to find the perfect gift you're after, or shop online at DionWired.co.za. Plus, download the DionWired app at the Apple App Store or Google Play Store to stand a chance to win one of 5 10,000 Rand shopping sprees. The biggest range of top brands at festive prices you'll hardly believe. DionWired. Technology simplified.
All right, it's a beautiful Tuesday morning. We just had some raindrops outside while standing outside and exercising outside. It was lovely, man. It was lovely. Right now, we are going to be taking a very quick break. When we come back, look at the spiced pumpkin crumpets, just like Grandma used to make. Grace Stevens with us. She's going to be showing us and running us through this amazing recipe that should be on your festive table.
We gotta love it. And then we're going to be showing you how to experience the best of your city this festive season. All that and more coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Is that the new one?
Badumedi kabu itumelo tlang kwa Bethlehem uritsaletswi mungwa engele ntlongre obamele ntlongre obamele ntlongre obamele morena.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Book flights from 499 Rand, only on travelstar.co.za.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. And today's Tuesday, but not just any ordinary Tuesday, it's Travel Tuesday. And the month of December and January are peak holiday months for most South Africans. And we've talked about a lot of international holiday destinations for South Africans over the last couple of weeks. But what about our homegrown attractions, the local treasures and the hidden gems? How can South Africans and the tourists that's coming here take full advantage of all that our country has to offer? How do we get the best out of our city and this festive season, you might ask? Well, that's why we've brought Lyle Scrissen from Travel Start in to answer some of these questions. Good morning, Lyle.
Good morning.
Lyle, so good to have you here.
Yeah,
so festive season is always wonderful and everybody's traveling, spending time with families, but maybe we should first identify what are some of the most tourist-heavy cities in South Africa?
Well, as you know, like tourists and holiday goers, they're going to flock to the beaches.
100%.
Firstly, 100%, they're going to come to Cape Town, Durban, Port Elizabeth, and then obviously it's Johannesburg as well. It's a major city in South Africa. So those are kind of the best cities that will come through, yeah.
Now, for someone that doesn't love the crowd too much, for anyone that wants to enjoy the most that our country has to offer, but they want to stay away from where the typical crowds will be, what would you recommend they do?
Well, firstly, I would recommend, from my personal point of view, is spend time with family and friends. Have gatherings at home if you're just not wanting to be with all the crowds and that sort of thing. Possibly avoid beaches because that's going to be mayhem and crazy and just all out full and everything. So madness, yes. And then just spend time with family and friends. I always suggest that. It's just a good thing to
Now, you did mention most people gravitate towards going to the beach, especially those who maybe live in landlocked areas. But if you do want to avoid the beach and all of the people and the masses, which of the landlocked cities in South Africa would have the best to offer?
Well, if you think of Gauteng or Johannesburg, we can just go up to Sun City. Then we've got Kruger National Park. Go on a safari. If you don't want to do that, then we can just have a look at what other cities have to offer in and around. Possibly not Durban or Cape Town. Maybe looking at Knysna, going up to Langebaan, that sort of thing, and just try and get away from the crowds.
Get away from the crowds.
That's the main point here today.
Get away from the crowds.
Now, I know this time of the year, it's already one of those times where you're spending a lot of money. It's the festive season. Yeah. But for people that want to enjoy activities and the cities and country in general on a budget, what would you recommend in terms of activities for them?
Like many of our cities around South Africa, we're blessed with all the beauty that the country has to offer. If you think of going on a safari, taking possibly free city tours or hikes, and going on something like a red bus tour, and just exploring the city and what the city has to offer. I know if you're on these walking tours, you can possibly take your camera, get some nice inner city shots, that sort of thing. And it's just explore the city, go to museums. There's a lot of free museums activities you can do. And if you want to really go and see these places, then try and get there early, set your alarms, that sort of thing, so you don't get the crowd again.
Exactly, all about the crowds. Now, we do know that there are those that don't celebrate Christmas. So how can they take advantage of Christmas Day experiences? What does Travel Start have to offer in that regard?
Well, firstly, I'd just like to say that possibly that malls might just be a bit empty during this time, depending on operating hours, so you could maybe go catch a movie at the cinema, grab something to eat at a restaurant because it might just be quieter during that time. Some beaches might be more easily accessible during this time as well. So do your research, and that's pretty much. Awesome. I was going to say possibly go to Boulders and go check out the penguins. One other thing is flights on Christmas Day is also very, very cheap. So not a lot of people fly on Christmas Day, so take advantage of that. Surprise family and friends by booking a domestic flight or possibly international flight.
I have a friend that always flies out on Christmas Day, and it's like it's
no
the
one
cheapest.
Flies,
no one's flying.
I've done it before, and you take the first flight out, you still have the whole day with your family.
100%.
Well, Lal, thank you for joining us this morning, and it's just another way that Travel Start makes traveling so much easier. It's another way for you to enjoy hassle-free, budget-friendly getaways. So check out travelstart.co.za for more.
Book flights from 499 Rand, only on travelstart.co.za.
So the exciting thing about this part of the year is that 2019 is just around the corner, which means it's time to say out with the old and in with the new and the classic.
That's right. Now, Choreographed wants to make sure that their customers are up to date with all the trends. Now, they've partnered with House and Leisure and delivered a style-fueled trends workshop. Check it out.
Choreographed is an iconic home decor and furniture brand in SA. This year, they have taken their brand to a new level by launching their first range of outdoor patio furniture.
Wow, Megan, this is stunning.
Thank you so much, Mosa.
Now, as Choreographt's furniture buyer, tell us about this amazing patio range.
Well, this patio range and the development of it has been an absolute epic ride. As a brand new area that we brought into Choreographed, it's just been a real learning curve for us, and it's been a really fun one at that. As you know, we've always focused on living room, dining room and bedroom, and now we officially have started playing in the patio living area.
Well, if it looks like this, then you're definitely on the right track.
Oh, absolutely. Well, what's really great about a lot of our patio furniture items is that they're very transitional, and that they can live in really any room of your home. I mean, just take a couple of these for example. I mean, this is an indoor couch with a patio coffee table, patio occasional chairs, and of course the beautiful, cool accent stools which add a bit of character to the room.
Nice, I love it. Lana is marketing manager of Choreographed. Tell me what you want the customers to take home with them, other than this absolutely stunning furniture.
So for us at Choreographed, we want to know our customers very well. So hosting an event like this tonight is all about engaging and interacting in a very different and very tactile way. So tonight we're showcasing our beautiful summer furniture and giving our customers tips for how to create the beautiful home for entertaining family and friends this festive season.
Amazing. Juliette, you've been part of the organizing of this stellar event. Tell us why customer experience is so important in today's day and age.
I think we all have become more responsive to a more personalized, engaging and modern digital landscape. So we've learned that our customers want to engage with the brands in a more innovative way. So we are in the process of implementing new technologies in our stores that will merge the real world and digital landscape. So we've got some exciting new ventures planned for the year ahead that you can look out for.
On the 6th of December, Choreographed hosted a trends workshop in collaboration with House and Leisure. The event focused on decor trends and their new range of outdoor patio furniture.
My favorite part about tonight has been, I think, learning about the new trends, you know, seeing the new products, understanding a little bit more about what goes into the buying process and styling our homes, especially now going into the festive season where we're going to be entertaining. So it's quite exciting and I'm looking forward to, you know, spending a little bit.
Jen, you're the editor of House and Leisure and you must be the trendiest person in the room when it comes to decor and furniture. Can you please tell me about the relationship or rather partnership between Choreographed and House and Leisure?
You know what, I always look for partners that do big, ambitious projects. We're not in it to do small things. And we needed a space that we can explain and expand on all the stories, and they kind of rise to the challenge, which is great. And secondly, we look for partners that have a lot of content in their brand, so that we get to experience things, touch, feel, smell, get a kind of 360 about the trends. So it's not just a print experience that you get in a magazine, but it's a 360 experiential experience. And that's why we partnered with Choreographed.
I wasn't really familiar with Choreographed and what they offered, so this is the first time that I actually learned about their offering, and it's actually quite affordable here. I'd love to buy a few pieces actually.
So I think I'd say my favorite part of tonight has just been the inspiration we can take from this. Beautifully decorated settings, the disco part of the evening, just really great. It spoke to me.
I absolutely love this couch. It's been an absolutely amazing night filled with style, deco, and lots of goals. If you want to get me something for Christmas to make sure you're my favorite person, then visit choreographed.co.za.
Oh, thank you, Morsa. And as you can see, and remember, it's been a busy year. We redid the lounge, of course, with the help of Dylan Tomage, and of course, all this beautiful furniture is from Choreographed. We had a lot of fun redoing this, and it was a fun project.
You absolutely did. It's beautiful to see Choreographed always just taking the next step in terms of what they do with their furniture, whether it's for indoors or outdoors, and to see what 2019 has in store for us in terms of styling our homes. It's just incredible. It's inspiring, really inspiring.
It certainly is. Listen, I'm looking forward to seeing what 2019 will have in store for us.
Yes.
No, off.
All right, so jumping into the kitchen right now, we have the lovely Grace Stevens, who joins us this morning for something absolutely delicious that takes me back to my childhood years. We're making Mazina spiced pumpkin crumpets. Definitely one of those ingredients that's always been on Grandma's table, and I loved it. Grace, lovely to have you. How are you doing?
Oh, it's so nice to be here.
Yeah.
I'm so cool.
Oh, it's cool, man. Can you feel the holiday vibes? Are you soaking it up? Kids on holiday already?
I am. I almost wore my antlers.
You should have. You should have. Listen, so let's talk about this recipe. Using Mazina, which is definitely a family favorite. You know, it's been around for ages, and it's always there. It's so much more than just your thickener.
Oh, of course, you know, because this is great for your gluten-free people.
Ah.
Because there's no gluten in this. This added to just about any recipe is just going to give you that extra light and fluffiness to whatever you're making.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's amazing.
So we're going to put it in... Amazing is amazing. I love it. It rhymes. So let's make these pumpkin crumpets.
Cool.
Because I've always wanted to learn how to make it. because Grandma just always got it right. Om my nuts, as jy kyk vanoggend, nee, dis die beste ding in die wêreld. Okay. So we got some pumpkin that you've obviously cooked down.
Yes, cooked down and then you just mashed it. You
okay.
do want it a little bit fine. You also want some nice chunky bits for you to bite into.
All right.
And then my milk.
Great.
And brown sugar.
Some brown sugar,
brown
okay.
sugar, yes. So
brown sugar is the secret.
You give that a little bit of a whisk just to get it all mixed up together.
I'll combine that for us, yes.
Then I've got my flour here, and I'm going to put my maizena in here. These are just going to be extra fluffy with this.
Okay. So just like, there we go.
Okay, and then some baking powder, just to give you a little bit of a rise there. And of course, these are spiced pumpkin crumpets, so a little bit of cinnamon. That's always amazing. Hey?
100%.
Right.
Okay, and this is obviously a very great, if you have pumpkin left over, if you're going to be making pumpkin is always considered to be festive, especially over this time, paired with your meats and stuff. So if you have leftover, bam!
Yes, you use all your leftover. Roasted pumpkin just has the most amazing full flavour. So that is also great if you just put your pumpkin in. Of course, butternut if you can't find pumpkin.
Yes, butternut can do the trick as well. But look how smooth that is, Grace.
Oh, you've done such a great job here.
So with the addition of the maizena now, so it will just bring it up a little bit.
You'll just taste that it's very light.
Yeah.
It's a lot lighter, your batter.
Okay. Okay, so it's actually quite easy. Actually,
this is it.
I remember it just tasting so good, and I was like, but it must be difficult to make this.
Oh no! I think that this is Grandma's secret.
That's the one. Okay,
that it
cool.
takes about 5 minutes just to whip it up. So I've got a nice warm pan here, and I'm going to put some oil in here.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
That I want to see. That I want to see. All right, cool. Well, if you want to get your hands on the recipe, the keyword is dish. SMS that to 33728. It's dish to 33728, and we will most gladly send you the ingredients list as long as a link to the actual recipe that you can go make. So just pop it into some hot oil.
Yes.
And you fry it off.
You fry it about 3 or 4 minutes until it's nice and golden brown on each side.
And the cinnamon in there, yes.
And you know there's a rule. First one out is for the baker.
Ah, you see now.
Yes.
Now these things are very, very special. The keyword is dish. SMS that to 33728 if you want to get your hands on that recipe. And it's as simple as that, Grace.
It is.
Lovely.
It's as simple as eating them.
Oh, really?
Do you want to?
I'm so going to try one because we just have to. I mean, look at that. Oh. Yes. That's beautiful.
This is the most beautiful side to a lovely gammon.
It's
roast chicken.
Absolutely. I'll finish just a bit. Dish is the keyword. SMS that to 33728. Thank you very much, Grace. Really appreciate it. Go check it out on our website, expressoshow.com as well. Easy like that. But really, the versatility of maizena is not just the thickener. We spoke about that, but other ways you can use it in, like you said, soups as well. You can use
soups.
It's also a really great idea.
If you substitute your flour for half your maizena. Stunning cookies.
Absolutely. Dish is the keyword. SMS that to 33728. Go make your very own pumpkin fritters, or can I start pumpkin fritters? Sorry, eat is the keyword. The keyword is eat. SMS that to 33728. That's eat to 33728 if you want to get your hands on the recipe, and a link to the recipe as that as well. But as always, it will be on our website, expressoshow.com. Of course, maizena is a strong brand full of heritage. It's also a global brand, and these kind of meals with pumpkin crumpets and so it just brings families together over the festive season. Try this one out. Eat to 33728. Thanks, Grace. I'm going to continue.
Cheers.
All right, stick around to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Loads more to come, including another live performance from Haynes. And hope you enjoyed the first one. It was absolutely beautiful.
Exactly. Well, one of the first biscuits I ever made was a shortbread
Really?
biscuit. But
Team Shortbread.
it was not amazing. But this time we're going to go to Sasco's top bakers who are going to show us how to make amazing shortbread biscuits. High five again.
If it wasn't amazing, what was it then?
Hey.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. yourself a merry. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I can certainly say that we are definitely getting into the festive spirit this morning on Expresso. And you know what? The best part of this season is, of course, this season is giving. And every morning we will be calling one fortunate viewer who has entered the Loot Festive competition. And we could open one of these doors that's still left. One of those prizes behind these doors could be yours. And as you can see, we've been giving away some incredible prizes such as computers, phones, PlayStation, Gadget, and so much more.
That's right. Now, you at home could also stand a chance of winning. It's your last week to stand a chance to pick your lucky number to Loot's festive calendar. So we've decided to spice things up a little bit in terms of how you get to enter. All you have to do now is register on the loot.co.za site or download the Loot online app on your smartphone and then register. Then what you do is you WhatsApp the email address which you registered with on loot.co.za to 071
640-6551. I'll repeat that number for you. It's 071-640-6551.
Then we could be calling you to pick your lucky number. And if you already have registered on Loot, then you don't have to register again. Simply WhatsApp the email address that you registered with on your Loot account.
That's right. Hashtag Loot Festive. Now, I can't wait to find out what's behind door. We only have one, number 11, 15, 18, and 19 left. Those are the numbers and the doors that you can still open. So go on and WhatsApp that email address to 071-640-6551.
All right, it's time for more live music on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Haynes in the studio, and here she is with Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Have yourself a merry little Christmas
Absolutely beautiful. Well, in the national news this morning at 8, Parliament has boasted about setting new standards this year in holding the executive to account, as well as passing legislation, which is a milestone that was handling of the election of President Cyril Ramaphosa a day before he delivered the State of the Nation address in February. A process to have the Boerkaap declared a national heritage site will begin early in the new year. Minister of Arts and Culture Nathi Mthethwa announced yesterday, after the Boerkaap is declared a national heritage site, UNESCO will be asked to declare it a World Heritage Site. On the international front, the US military says it has killed 62 fighters from the Islamist group Al-Shabaab in 6 airstrikes in Somalia. In the past, US presidents have been wary of intervening in Somalia since 18 Special Forces soldiers died fighting militias in the capital Mogadishu in 1993. Climate change is the major force shaping the future of work in sub-Saharan Africa, says Christine Lagarde, Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund. And then finally, from sweets to Christmas cards, shoppers the world over have revealed what they don't want for Christmas. A global survey was done in 34 countries, including South Africa. In South Africa, the most desirable gifts appear to be jewelry, money, and clothes. And the worst Christmas gifts? By far, sweets, toys, alcohol, and Christmas cards. Hey, what happened to it's the idea that counts, right? Anyway, now you know beforehand what not to buy your loved ones for Christmas. Well, it's time to take a final look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Kat.
Well, here's news from the sporting world at the top of the hour. Bloemfontein Celtic fell to their third straight defeat in the ABSA Premiership as they lost to Highlands Park by 2-1 in Bloem yesterday. Moving further afield, the draw for the Champions League round of 16 took place yesterday, which saw Liverpool drawn against Bayern Munich, Manchester United taking on PSG, Juventus facing off against Atletico Madrid, while Real Madrid will battle against Ajax. And finally, South African Rugby have confirmed that the Springboks will face Japan on the 6th of September next year in a warm-up match ahead of the 2019 Rugby World Cup. And those are the major sporting headlines at the top of the hour.
Well, let's take a look at the roads in Gauteng and Montana Park. There's been an accident. It's on the N1 northbound before Sakako Magato Drive. Please expect some delays and approach with caution. Then in KZN and Durban North, on the N2 northbound, there's a stationary vehicle. It's after EB Kluter interchange. That right lane's obstructed, causing delays, so allow for some extra travel time this morning. And just a quick Metro Rail update on the Central Line. The current available fleet on the Central Line only allows for 1 train every hour. The running times between Chris Hani and Kapteinsklip and Belleville service is only 60 to 90 minutes. That's where we leave your traffic. We'll wrap it up over there.
All right, let's quickly take a last look at your weather and your temperatures going into your Tuesday morning. And we've asked you to send in your pictures. You've done so. And right now, we just want to say thank you to Kesuma Boss for your sunrise from Limpopo. And also to Father Khan for your beautiful sunrise picture from Hillcrest in KwaZulu-Natal. Appreciate your pictures. Thank you very much for taking the time and sending them to us. You can still do so. You can just post them on our Expresso Morning Show SABC3 Facebook page. And we'll get to sharing them once again with the nation right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show tomorrow. Your temperature, though, for last time going into your Tuesday, Polokwane starting off on 19 minimum, reaching a high of 32. Mbombela on 20 with a maximum 36 degrees. Pretoria 18:36 as well, very hot. Johannesburg 16:30. Mahikeng 20:34. Klerksdorp 19:33. Kimberley 18:32. Bloemfontein on 16 minimum, reaching a high of 31. Richards Bay 24, reaching a high of 32. Pietermaritzburg 17 and 37 degrees later on today. There's a chance of rain as well. Durban 24:32. Tata on 16 minimum, your maximum 31. East London 19:32. Cradock 12:36. Port Elizabeth 18:27. George on 17:25. Sutherland 9:25. Cape Town on 17 minimum, reaching a high of 23. Worcester 15:27. Springbok 11:26. And Uppington on 18 minimum, reaching a high of 38 degrees. Looks like very hot temperatures for most parts of the country. A little bit rainy down in Cape Town, but have a beautiful day nonetheless. That's where we leave your weather and your temperatures for your Tuesday morning.
Well, stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We still have lots more to come. In fact, if you're looking to perfect your shortbread baking recipe, we've got one for you. And then, very exciting news for all theatre lovers. David Krom has a brand new show called Lang Arm, and that's why these two wonderful people are here. Lang Armers, gaan het goed met julle vanoggend?
Altyd baie goed.
Is jy reg om te lang arm?
Yes.
Are you always ready to lang arm? I'm ready to learn. I've got my long arm on. We're doing it. Yes.
Science reaches for the truth. Science works for the big and the small, the old and the young. Science never gives up. And science is at the heart of biology-based nutrition, for differences you can see, feel, and trust. The secret to lifelong health, it all starts with science.
Kom buig daar in aanbidding, kom buig daar in aanbidding, kom buig daar in aanbidding, voor Jesus die Heer. Kabu itu melo tanglotle kwa Bethlehem. Urita letswi mungwa baengele ntlomri obame ntlomri obame ntlomri obame lemure. Now one more time. Ntlomri obame lemure.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show, and time for us to now show you a little bit of what Tabiso got up to. And Sasco's Top Bakers program has gotten Zanzi talking, and our very own beginner baker, Tabiso, wanted to find out more on how he could make out, in fact, he made his way out to Paarl to visit Chef Maynard, who gave him a crash course in baking shortbread biscuits while getting clued up on his new baking platform.
Sasco, the baking experts, understand the love and effort that goes into even the simplest baked goods. And they know that the love starts with you in your home. And that's why they've started the Sasco Top Bakers program, which is really all about applauding and showcasing and celebrating all those bakers, all those enthusiasts and entrepreneurs that bake for profit, but share and inspire the love and goodness in their communities. And one such chef is Chef Maynard, who today has graciously invited us to his beautiful home so we can make some decadent festive shortbread biscuits. I heard the word biscuits, Chef, and I'm here.
For you today is just a very, very easy, beautiful recipe for, like you said, for shortbread. And this is something that the whole family can get involved in, which is very nice. The kids can get involved. Yeah, and part of the decorating process. So yeah, it's a whole family interactive recipe, and it's also dead easy.
I have to tell you something before you mention how dead easy it is. I am into all baked goods, and I'm particularly obsessed with biscuits. But when I heard of shortbread biscuit, what is that? Is it a bread that's been turned into a biscuit?
Okay, so it's very easy. It's actually a very traditional cookie, but what sets it apart from other biscuits and cookies is that it's got a whole lot of butter inside. So the minute you put it into your mouth and you bite into it, it actually melts into your mouth and releases all that beautiful flavor.
I am into this. Let's get going.
So we're going to start with the butter, and we're going to whip it with the sugar until it's whipped and creamy. You want a real beautiful creamy texture to it, and then we're slowly going to add the Sasco cake flour and then the corn flour, touch of salt, and that's it. So our butter is into the bowl, and we can switch on our machine here, start whipping the butter, and then we can slowly start adding the sugar.
So that's to make it nice and creamy, right?
Yes, yeah. You want to cream the sugar and the butter together now.
Okay.
Wonderful. So our butter and our sugar has been creamed now.
Mmm, that looks so creamy.
It's yummy. Taste it.
So yum. I'd still be happy with this if it was the final product.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we've got a couple of steps more to go.
Okay.
So now we're going to put in our paddle.
Okay, why are we changing it from the other one?
We are changing it because we want to work with the dough delicately now. We don't want to whip it or put too much energy into it. So that's why we put on the paddle. And then we're going to close our machine. And now we're going to start adding our Sasco cake flour.
So how will we know if we've got enough flour in there?
Well, you can measure it all first of all, and then the mixture will quickly tell you when it's when there's enough flour in. But yeah, measuring it beforehand is the best. After all the Sasco cake flour has gone in, we're going to use the corn flour, and this is now going to go into the mixture. We're just going to add this slowly as well, and then just a little bit of salt at the end.
Whoa, chef, salt in a biscuit. Are we making savory biscuits here?
It balances out all the flavors and also brings out all the flavors in the cooking. Yeah.
I see.
There we go. And that is done. Wonderful. Our dough has come together now.
Yes, it looks like the start of something amazing.
Yes, it is, it is. And now we're just going to lightly flour our surface so that it doesn't stick.
All right.
And then we're going to start rolling it out.
All right, Chef Maynard, I've watched you do this entire thing so delicately with so much love, so much passion, so much effort, which I suppose is exactly the same for the different bakers across the country. I mean, the gogos who bake amagwinya, the fat cook ladies, the aunties making the roti, it's all in the love. And that's why I think that the Sasco Top Bakers program is an incredible initiative.
Yes, definitely, and it's so wonderful that people are starting to bake again in their houses and in their kitchens and generating an income. And I think it's good for the whole community. It lifts everybody, and people get the chance to generate an income. And something homemade always just tastes different, and you can taste the love in everything. So I think it's great.
Well, Chef, I think it's time for me to do some actual work around here. I think let's put these stars on to make these look like biscuits.
Exactly. This is your time to shine now. So you're going to cut these cookies for us with the cookie cutters. Wonderful, yes. Go for it.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Okay, and now we can gently start removing our stars.
Look, it's a masterpiece, but wow. Hey?
I just sort of cut it open and you can lift it up.
Okay, so... is that all I
Yeah, just remove that, and then you give us the...
Chef, we've done well.
Yes, we have. Beautiful.
It does.
This can go into the oven now.
All right. Well, while that's happening, I'm going to be cleaning up here.
Now, the only thing left to do is to decorate the little cookies. So I'm going to start over here.
All right. Well, look, there's so much inspiration out there. Why don't you go to Facebook and go on the Sasco Facebook page, click on the Sasco post, and to receive a link on your cell phone of the ingredients and the recipe of this mouth-watering creation we've created here, SMS Sasco to 33728.
Sasco, baking together since 1930.
So listen, we are so excited because we've been talking about the Woolies #BringItHome competition for the last month, and your response has been nothing short of incredible. And this festive season, of course, Woolies are helping 100 South Africans reunite with the people that are most special to them. But as they say, you know, all good things do come to an end, and sadly, the competition did end on the 9th of December.
So this week, we are announcing our last winners, and let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Our third winner, tell us about that.
We've got a third winner. Yeah. Yes, our third winner this morning is Clarencia Williams, who nominated her sister Yunel Ratanji. Is that correct? Ratanji.
That was
right.
right.
And she says, I really want my sister and her family to come home for the holidays. We spend every year together, but this year finances are very tight and they are unable to make it. I don't want her to spend Christmas alone in Cape Town, as she is the only one there at the moment. Clarencia, well, you don't have to worry anymore because your sister will be home for Christmas this year and you're going to have an amazing time.
That's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and we all understand the economy is a bit pressing right now, so glad that we can help you out there, Clarencia. Now, our next winner is on the line, and this is Tanya Blake. Good morning, Tanya.
Morning.
Oh, great to have you on the line. So tell us a little bit about why you entered this competition.
Oh, well, I entered it for my friend and her little baby, although only one ticket was won. But they are visiting her parents, and Granny missed Granny and Grandpa picnic over the last few months, and because there was a death in the family, and it was a lot of things were missed.
Yeah.
So, and they're getting they're growing up.
Yeah. Tell us about your friend. What is your friend's name and your friend's daughter?
My friend's name is Nishita Solwa, and her baby's name is Zara. She's my little chili bite.
Cute.
So, I'm just very happy they were able to go.
Yeah,
and
Tanya,
spend
that's
some time with
absolutely
her mother.
fantastic. Yeah, well, thank you for nominating them, and we are going to be making that wish come true, granting them that the ability to spend time this festive season with those that are most special to them. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful festive season.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Tanya.
You too, thanks.
It really,
Bye.
Kat. Thank you, Tanya. It's been such a tremendous time. It's also been so emotional, a journey that's been so emotional for all of us, with all the people who've won. And we hope that everyone that has won so far will have the most amazing Christmas with their families and their loved ones.
Yeah, certainly one to remember, eh?
Yes.
Very special indeed. Now, here's something that you definitely need to put on your holiday to-do list. Long Arm is the latest musical created by the award-winning David Kramer. We love him, and it is currently being presented at the Fugard Theatre for the festive season, and it started off with from the 20th November already. It's a story about love and intrigue in a story world that's kind of set in Cape Town's ballroom dance culture back in the 1960s. So it takes us in a little bit of a trip down a memory lane. But before we chat to the two lead characters, here's a quick sneak peek.
But now, as promised, a dance demonstration by Angelina Cupido and her team of dancers.
Brilliant stuff. There we have it. Right now we are joined by Rishni Ferguson and Cameron Buerta, who played the lead characters, Angelina and Jeff, respectively. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Very cool, man. Just that little snippet. I know it was very brief, but you get that old school, old world charm and kind of glitzy, glamoury of what it was like in the 1960s. And I'm sure you guys loved being transported back into that era as well. Give us a bit of a roundup of the musical as well.
Well, so my character Angelina, she is a ballroom dancer and she is gunning to win the Swaziland Ballroom Championship. But then after her partner Lulu drops her, she meets Jeffrey Levine, who is from Joburg, to help his aunt Dinah Levine run the hotel after his uncle Harry passes away. And they kind of meet and fall in love, and things take a different turn for them from then onwards, I
love that. So it's all that's a beautiful story that you're able to follow. And like I said, I mean, really sticking to the theme of the 1960s and dance. Look at that, Harry's bar and everything really made up. What does it take, Cameron, to put a production like this together? I mean, we really have to pay so much attention to detail.
Well, I think it's a big team that the Fugard Theatre have, and we've got a set designer, we've got a musical director, we've got a wardrobe mistress, we've got the director, we've got a race choreographer. So it's a big team. It's a big machine that puts on a production of this scale and of this grandeur. And I think the big thing is staying true to the era which Widad and Sol have done. They've put you in a time machine and you've gone back to 1965 and not being born there at all. It truly is this great experience with beautiful fashion, like even the set and its grandeur in that stage of our lives.
And this is great because now you can say you actually know what the 60s were all about.
Exactly.
Because you had a taste of it.
Even hairstyle. It's like our gents, like you get styled, your hair gets styled a certain way and you have to stick to that. But
Well, that's brilliant, man. Listen, do you guys have real long arm dancing background going into this, or was it a case of kind of learning from the get-go?
I definitely did not.
Okay.
I am a trained dancer. I've studied at the Waterfront Theatre School, so I've done ballet, tap, modern jazz, all of those kinds of dances. But ballroom I've never done. So when Grant said to us, "You're going to learn a cha-cha," I went, Me.
Come again? Yeah.
But it was an amazing experience to learn. It's because boredom is such a different language to the normal dance styles. It was amazing to see how your body can quickly adapt to that.
That's amazing. I'm sure it helped having a dance background as well. Cameron, what about you?
Well, also trained, but more musical theatre. But my only connection to ballroom is my grandmother. My grandmother is this ballroom and Latin dancing way back when. But you also think going, yeah, langarm, I'm Afrikaans, I've got this. And then you realize, and there's so much more styles that you actually have to be versatile in as well. So we had 5 weeks of rehearsals truly to get into these styles and do them justice.
Yeah, and I mean, you can definitely see that you guys have put in the work because it's a magnificent show from what we've seen. So it started off on the 20th of November already at the Fugard Theatre. What would you like viewers or people coming to see the show take away from this production? Because it really is something, I think, that's magical, special.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that we like is people to start talking about all the stuff that happened in our past. And we sometimes feel that issues that we address in the play get swept underneath the rug. Like, people don't like talking about our past.
Okay, awesome.
And David has created this beautiful platform to open conversations about what happened in 1965 with people being evicted again, families being ripped apart. And I think now with celebrating Reconciliation Day, it truly is the time for us to reconcile and to build a better future for us all.
And to add to that, it is an important topic simply because, like Cameron said, it gets swept under the rug, but also so that we can start healing.
Yeah.
As a nation, as a country, because if we don't talk about these things, how are we going to heal? You have to remove the thorn for the wound to be able to heal.
I love that. So there's a very deep meaning behind this, but also, of course, visually very entertaining. Thank you guys for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
So it runs up until?
The 2nd of February.
The 2nd of February at the Fugard Theatre. Go catch it. It's going to be amazing. And also stick around because in a couple of minutes, myself and Leanne will learn to langarm. And I want to find out what's the difference between langarm and sokkie. We'll figure it out.
Oh, well, we are taking the quickest of breaks on your Feel Good Breakfast show. After the break, it is Tuesday Tunes with our very own Katlego. And normally you get to vote for the song you want to hear. Today, he promised us something special. So there's no voting involved, but entertainment will be had.
Talking about entertainment, we've got the cast of Langarm in studio. David Kramer's Langarm, and yes, Ewan is correct. Him and I will be learning how to do it. All of that happening on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We'll be right back after this.
Explore world of members-only experiences you'll love. Sign up to Marriott International's award-winning loyalty program, Marriott Rewards, and be rewarded for your loyalty by enjoying endless experiences at over 29 unique global brands and over 6,700 distinctive properties in 130 countries. Sign up today at members.marriott.com and enjoy endless experiences.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. We are so excited because we've been chatting to the cast of David Kramer's Langarm, and we've got some of the ensemble dancers in the show, or rather on the show, and it is none other than Nathan Miller and Paxton Simons. They're going to be showing us how to, you know, get into the whole Langarm feel. But I know you watched them during the ad break, and you were like, this is not what I expected.
I did not. I thought sokkie. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
That's what I thought, but this is very far removed from that. So guys, are you going to give us a bit of a taste quickly as to what you guys do?
Yes, definitely.
And then you're going to teach us a few steps.
But of course, yes.
Wonderful. All right.
Make it easy.
We'll
Just
try.
3 words. That's all.
The floor is yours.
Okay, perfect.
disciplines in there. I feel like there was a little bit of samba, there was a little bit of cha-cha, there was pachacadas in there, there's a little bit of everything.
Yes. I don't know what you just said.
Okay,
but
so...
I had to laugh because the band members over there like, yeah, you don't do this. Like, I was like, it's ridiculous. Okay, cool. Where do you even start? For someone like me that's got like 5 left feet.
Basic. Let's do that.
Basic.
Yes.
Okay.
So the lady on that side.
All right.
Am I going to pass it to you? Okay.
Good luck.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
So I'll go quickly. Woo! That dance was good. So you'll go back.
Let's favor the camera a little bit. Yes.
So
I can't see.
So you will dance with, we'll do what Nathan does.
Okay.
So.
And ooh, look at the hips there.
And back. Yes.
Perfect. Another one.
And back.
And
so you keep on doing the same thing.
Okay.
Back on
You
that.
just keep there doing the same thing all the time. And I'll
You and how are you doing?
my-
I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
Yes,
I
the
know,
hips
I'm
are
rocking
there.
it, man. I'm rocking. You know, look at that. Frame's good.
Yes,
I'm
now you just
going
add
out
some
now a little
hips,
turn.
and
Okay.
add some head.
And a quick
and
little
everything.
pose.
And it's
So
just a little bit of
pose.
salsa.
Yes.
Hey, can we do it?
Okay, we're going to put it to some music.
I'll do one of
Okay.
Yes, you got it.
Okay. So what are we going to put some music?
All right, let's get some music. Can our band help us out?
Yes.
In
Okay.
3, 2,
Yes. There we go. Little turn. And pose. Yes. Yes. Just be free. Now let's just get it out. Try.
Hey, no, some skills. No, some skills.
Very, very well.
I did well up until a certain point, and then I'm like, nah, let's go to Socky Roots, and we go.
Go and check it out.
Thank you very much.
Lang Cape Town, the Few God Theatre. When is it happening from?
It's running up until the end of Jan.
Up until the end of Jan. Go and check it out. It's going to bring the culture to life, and you're absolutely going to enjoy it.
Can we give a final bow? Yes. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much. Yes.
Exciting things. Well, it's time for me to now sit down and connect with JP Sebastian. First off, are we going to do a little bit of a lang arang?
I think this immediately turns into a Dr. Darren Green segment if I try to do anything below the waist.
Okay,
It's
we
not
won't.
going to be pretty to watch, I promise.
Okay. Well,
I sit for a living.
let's put our attention on movie trailers that's recently just released. JP Sebastian?
Yes, ma'am. So
Yes.
the one that's caught my eye recently is
Mustang.
The Mustang, indeed. It stars an actor named Matthias Schoenaerts, and he's sort of a new thing in at least American cinema. Maybe the last thing that people would have seen him in, he was great in The Drop. He was great in a French movie called Rust and Bone, and, well, nothing else immediately springs to mind, but he's a great young, promising actor. And in this story, I think people love these things where it's like someone connecting with an animal at like a really elemental kind of spiritual level. And in fact, it reminds me of a segment that we did here on Expresso about prisoners rehabilitating through
horses, equestrian.
And so it's it's an absolutely real thing where this prisoner who has a violent past gets a chance to try and redeem himself or recapture some sort of self-respect by making this really deep connection with a horse. And it looks like it could be immediately cheesy and schmaltzy, but just some of these shots are so gorgeous, so beautiful. The trailer is moving in itself. Maybe go check it out on your own time. It's got the pacing and the urgency of a man who, if he can't save this horse, he can't save himself.
Oh, wow.
And so it's this wild stallion he's got to learn to respect and love and thus himself respect and love and tame in a way.
There we go. And I love the caption, today we take it back.
Yes, and this would be for one that I'm
Captive State.
Yes, quite excited for. Captive State stars John Goodman, who he's like from back in the D for, I suppose, some of the younger people who are watching. But he's an actor who I have a lot of respect for, and he doesn't necessarily get major roles. But when he gets these tiny things, he gives it the work. Fallen, maybe if you remember, with Denzel Washington. Anyway, Captive State, on the other hand, it's revealing a bit more to us now from this second trailer that came out this week. What the story is about. So a lot of these apocalyptic and alien movies have to deal with how we get there, how world falls to pot kind of thing. But no, in this one, we're 10 years into the world being captured by this extraterrestrial force who promised us that they can reduce poverty, they can reduce crime, they can give everyone jobs. This is probably sounding quite familiar to a lot of the corporate promises of the United States. And yet, there's a resistance force. There was something that you noticed that.
Well, I feel like a lot of these movies are going that direction.
We have
of
to
the
talk
world
about
is
these
coming
things.
to an end. These disasters coming if we keep going the way we do. Don't you? You've noticed that theme?
Oh no! So let's tone it down a bit. Let's talk about Godzilla, a movie where monsters absolutely destroy.
Okay. Well, listen, we'll
talk another time. Maybe.
We'll have another time for it, but do go and check it out. The release date for Godzilla, the one that JP is, the trailer is available. That release date is for end of May 2019.
Captive
and of
State
course,
is
Captive
March.
Captive State, rather, is for the 29th of March 2019. But JP Sebastian, he is our movie guru. He will keep us up to date. He's quite stingy with the popcorn, so hopefully the December break will make him relax and a bit more generous.
Eat all of the popcorns before you can get them in 2019.
Well, there you go. JP Sebastian on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Add a little goodness to your day, your friend's day, and make your school's year as the Crush Share the Goodness campaign returns. Last year, the Crush crew gave away 10,000 pairs of shoes to school children across South Africa. By watching Expresso from spring through the summer and refreshing yourself with your favorite Clover Crush flavor, you stand daily chances of winning for yourself, your friends, and school. Details to follow on Expresso.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. You're tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on SABC3, and it's time to get something delicious going once again in the kitchen, because What is the meat dish that you think defines Christmas? Of course, it's gammon. Now, to share her roast gammon glazed with juicy nectarines and apricots, it's Abigail Donnelly, Creative and Trend Director of Woolworths. Abigail, thank you very much for joining us once again today. Gammon, we have to have gammon.
Absolutely, my favourite.
Yes.
And Woolworths has gammon in every kind of situation, from cooked, from sliced, to picnic, to beach smoke, to large, to bone in, to bone out.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. The
So I
options
like
are
to.
endless.
I've already got mine.
Same.
Yeah. So
Same.
with the bone in, because I like a big one, so that it's
Yes.
lots of beautiful leftovers. But these are fantastic. So this is the beach smoked.
Possibly my favourite.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So the red label is, there's no difference, because some people might get confused. They're
Okay.
exactly the same thing. The white label is the medium, and the red one is the large.
Thank goodness I brought the red one.
The large
which is
one,
good.
okay.
Yes, exactly.
So a lot of people say they're a bit scared of gammon. It's like cooking fish. They don't know if it's overcooked or undercooked. It's smoked already, but you've got to cook it. So my favorite way is to put a pot of boiling water on with some onions, peppercorns, a couple of cloves, fennel or celery, and the leaves, don't forget. You don't even have to peel the onion. I never do, but it's been peeled for me. Don't peel the carrots. You don't need to. This is just making a beautiful
It's a rough chop, which is
exactly right.
Now the thing is, get up to 35% off any 2 gammon and festive hampers, and it's today only.
Exactly.
That's 35% off any 2 gammon and festive hampers today only at Woolies. So make sure you get there right now. Get your Christmas shopping done.
Okay, quickly before the glaze.
Yes.
So then I boil it.
Yes.
It says on the packet 30 minutes every 500 grams.
Yes.
My trick is do half of that. So this is
Do
about 2
half of
kilos.
that.
I do it for an hour.
Okay.
And then I simmer it, bring it to the boil, simmer it,
Yeah.
lid on for an hour for 2 kilos.
Okay.
Turn the heat off, lid on, and leave it for an hour to poach in that liquid.
Okay, so simmer for an
and so
hour.
it kind of medium cools, and then out it comes. Take the string off, the net off, and then you pull back. This is not cooked. Pull back the rind. Score the beautiful layer of fat diamond, and then pop it back with some Vijou.
Okay.
Okay, let's pretend this is cooked.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Vijou is an underripe grape kind of juice.
Okay.
So it's sour, so it's got a beautiful
That's a different way of making
kind of,
it.
yeah,
I like
I
that,
love
yeah.
it. So it just cuts through the richness of the fat.
Yes.
Okay. Pop it in the oven after it's been scored. Maybe a little bit of drizzle of honey, of golden syrup, or maple syrup. And then this is the fantastic glaze. So you get lots of glazes. You can use jam. Sometimes I go through over the year, I've collected a whole lot of jams and syrups in the fridge. I just bung it all together, melt it, and glaze it.
Easy.
Lots of
but
nice
I
ginger.
love the ready-made ones from Woolies, which is also great.
Ready-made and little, there's a beautiful pineapple shimmer, there's a berry one, there's a green fig one.
Yeah.
They come in little pots, they come in doy packets. You'll
I'm
find
more
them.
the traditional kind of guy with the honey and mustard, which is my
Which is
go-to
great,
glaze, which I love. Okay, cool.
So while that's kind of just roasting and getting all the fat yummy and juicy and crispy, I reduce some Vijou, some more Vijou, some Dijon mustard, star anise, because that's got beautiful crispy, so you can do vanilla or cinnamon, whatever you want. I'm talking very fast, but I want to finish it, and a couple more of cloves. And then you reduce it to this beautiful yummy syrup.
Okay.
Okay. And then
you got some
beautiful soft. These are I prefer the soft eating nectarines, but you can do a mixture.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, and then you pop them all off,
nectarines.
and then to help them stay, you just use a few little toothpicks or chopped key bag sticks, which you obviously take out afterwards.
Pop them
Otherwise,
in there,
it looks a bit like a porcupine. Don't want that. And then a little bit more. And then you just cover this whole thing, because then you're going to pop it back in the oven.
Oh,
pour
I
all this
see.
beautiful glaze over. Yummy, yum.
Okay, lovely.
Stunning. You see, that's why you need the toothpicks,
Yeah, so you
because
just
they don't want to
obviously
fall
toothpicks.
off.
Look, we just showing you. If you want to get your hands
Exactly.
on the recipe, you can SMS the keyword Woolworths to 33728 to get your hands on the recipe or an ingredients list and a link to the recipe. That's Woolworths to 33728. That smells amazing.
That is. And then you pop it back in the oven for 20 minutes, and hey presto, it comes out
Just like that.
All
You
yummy,
see?
sticky, glazed. Don't worry about it being a little charred.
Yeah, but
It's
the char
absolutely
is nice
beautiful.
on it, especially
Yeah.
if it's something sweet and there's that black char on it, and it's a little bit crispy and you get that flavor.
Exactly. So
It's
this
delicious.
is cooked obviously 3 times.
Yeah.
Poached, little bit of roasted, and then the glaze as well. And that's my trick, is that in the beginning, don't overpoach your gammon. And when you slice it, you'll just see those juices run. It's absolutely
delicious.
beautiful.
And that's
Every
a
time
great
I've cooked
thing,
it,
yeah.
it's been,
And if you get
So
that, so you poach it just in water. That's what you would
just
do.
in water. And then
Is
you've
it?
got a beautiful gammon stock. Don't chuck it.
Yeah.
Drain all the veggies out,
Yes.
and then pop it into a little Tupperware or plastic bag in the freezer, and you can do all your beautiful risottos for the rest of the year.
You
or your
see now.
soups. Pea soup with your gammon.
Just
beautiful.
like
in
that.
June.
Thank you very much, Abigail. I think this
Pleasure.
is a different way. We're always looking, there's so many different gammon recipes out there,
So
and we've
many.
run through so many here on the show, but I think this one by far is also, it looks festive, which is the best
It really
thing
does,
as well.
yeah. It's
Absolutely.
beautiful.
Thank you very much. Now, of course, don't forget, Woolies is running that great specials this festive season. Go to nearest Woolworths today to get up to 35% off any 2 Gammon and festive hampers. But you better hurry because this deal is only for today. Now, the promotion runs in-store. That's only in-stores only, and T's and C's do apply. Also, remember to SMS our keyword this morning, Woolworths, to 33728 to receive a list of Woolies ingredients and a link to this Gammon recipe. That's Woolworths to 33728. Festive, festive, Abigail.
Thank you. I've got sticky hands, but
It does,
anyway.
okay, we'll stick it
Sticky
out there.
glazed Gammon.
To love it. Well, Woolies is making a massive difference to our holiday because we know they are saying hello to summer with amazing deals on virtually everything when it comes to fashion, footwear, and so much more. Now, we have been following the amazing journey as the deals kind of unfold for us every single day. And there's a brand new deal, so it's just for you.
That's right. Well, since I'm already sitting here, I'm not in my little Christmas costume.
Oh, you're not Merry Christmas.
I'll wear it tomorrow, but
Okay,
how
cool.
about you help me crack this cracker so we can reveal today's daily deal.
All right.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1.
There
Yes.
we go. And
There
of
we go.
course, our daily deal is in here. And for today, we say, hello, Woolies Summer, with great deals on men's, women's, and kids' fashion. For the next 3 days, you can spoil yourself with up to 35% off any 2 women's, men's, and kids' sleepwear items. All customers receive 20% off. And if you are a rewards member, receive an extra 10% off. And when you pay with your Woolies card, you will receive an extra 5% off. Available for purchase. That's online, in-store, and on the Woolworths app.
That is crazy. Now, this is a little known fact about me, but if anybody ever asks you what is Leanne's favorite type of clothing, I love sleepwear. In fact, I'm obsessed with it. I have so many, too much in fact. But the fact of the matter is, Woolies sleepwear is crazy comfortable and there's just so much for everyone. I mean, if you look at what we've got here on the table today, this is for kiddies. I mean, how cute.
What does it say?
How cute. I just want to eat pizza and sleep. This is basically me every day of the week and twice on Sundays.
But they also have these cute little sets where you already get your pants and you know what I love about it? It's nice and thin, perfect for summer.
I love this.
There
Look
we go,
at the
little
pizza
pizza shorts.
Very, very cute. Very, very, very cute.
Oh, well, listen, this time of the year, I said my goal for this holiday is to have a staycation, to get as much rest in as possible, which means I'll stay in my pajamas. The goal would actually be to stay in my PJs the whole day.
I know,
and not have to leave the house.
Well, as soon as we go on leave, I'm going to be doing that for 2 days flat. Now, we've got models in studio this morning, and they're showing us the different types of sleepwear that's available to you, everyone, because there's something different, and there's definitely something to suit everyone's needs. And what I love about it is, in terms of you get the satin, which is fantastic, and look at the little shorts.
Those are very
How
cute.
beautiful, so comfortable, so cute as well. And then there's something, you know, for a little bit more, I don't know.
Je ne sais quoi
I know,
for
it's
the
got a little bit of
evening.
lace and everything. But
That's
this is
super cute.
fantastic.
I like that.
I like that.
There we go. And of course, we have another model in studio. There we go. So I'm also going with that whole matchy-matchy. I see that she's wearing a soft print gown with a little bit of a polka dot. 90s are so cute right now.
90s are very cute.
And look at that.
Oh, and I love these sets as well. Now, the nice thing is you could basically prepare for, you could get your summer, not your summer wear, but your sleepwear for the entire year because, like I said, there's something for everyone. And you can stock up on all your sleepwear for the whole year. Everyone loves sleepwear. I'm one of those people. And this is the season for resting. So you might as well make sure that you have something comfy and something that you love.
There we go. So visit Woolies today to check out their amazing deals. And there you have it. The deal of the day. Amazing quality sleepwear. And of course, it is great at great prices. So get down to your nearest Woolies or download the Woolworths app now and you can buy your new outfit wherever you are. Woolies is truly helping us say hello to summer with these amazing deals. And you can also shop the deal in-store and online at woolworths.co.za. Products are available at selected stores while stocks last, and there's T's and C's, they do apply.
Well, your time is up to have entered our DionWired 5,000 Rand gift voucher giveaway for today. But we're about to draw the winner and reveal another awesome gift that you could snap up at DionWired in their unplugged up to 50% off sale that runs until the 24th of December.
Oh, that is such great timing. Now, of course, there are great discounts on the best electronics and appliances. So go into store or you can visit dionwired.co.za. But before you go racing off, if you have entered our DionWired 5,000 Rand gift voucher giveaway, the moment has arrived.
Yes.
Where we reveal our mystery gift and, of course, we draw our winner. So we asked you to tell us, is this gift A Dell 27-inch monitor? Is it B, an HP Intel Core i5 notebook? Or is it C, a Nintendo Switch console Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu edition? What have you decided? We gave you 2 great clues.
That's right. Which should have made it easy for you if you did your homework.
Yeah.
And now we can reveal that the mystery gift this morning is a...
It's answer B. It is the HP Intel Core i5 notebook. So congratulations if you guessed that one right.
We already said it was a great all-rounder. But what else does it offer? Well, let's run through it while we draw the clever winner. An attractive design, great display resolution, well-priced, versatile 4GB RAM, Windows 10. Could go on, but I think you are looking for a laptop. And if you are, this is it. This is exactly what you need. Visit DionWired to find out more. Now, on to our winner's announcement. The DionWired Share the Joy winner is Lee Brenton from Cape Town.
Congratulations. Open up that, show them. We need to show them the proof is in the pudding. But congratulations to you, Lee Bretton. That amazing 5,000 Rand DionWired gift voucher is all yours. Yes, you guessed it right. Yes. There it is, that beautiful HP i5 Core notebook. My goodness. Okay. We do love giving away awesome prizes. And of course, DionWired love sharing the joy. So be sure to go on to the stores to check it out, or you can visit dionwired.co.za to share in all of the joy and the savings in their unplugged up to 50% off sale. And if you didn't win today, don't worry. Don't stress too much. There are a few more chances for you to win yet.
That's right.
Share the joy with DionWired this Christmas for the best in electronics and appliances, and with our epic festive season deals. Visit our stores to find the perfect gift you're after, or shop online at dionwired.co.za. Plus, download the DionWired app at the Apple App Store or Google Play Store to stand a chance to win one of 5 10,000 Rand shopping sprees. The biggest range of top brands at festive prices you'll hardly believe. DionWired. Technology simplified.
All right, Tuesday Tunes it is with the gentlemen, and because it is a very festive time of the year, we've chosen 2 songs that are very festive in their nature, in fact, celebrating the reason for the season. The first of which, Oh Come All Ye Faithful.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Kom alle getrouwes, vrolijk en vol vreugde. Kom in die gees nou na Bethlehem. Loof daar die kindjie tot ons heil gebore. Kom buig daar in Langlote badumedi Gabu idumelo Langlote mo betle Urita let me mongwa ba engele Ntongre obamele Ntongre obamele Ntongre obamele Hemorena Ntongre obamele
Feel those festive vibes. Kat, thank you very much, man. That was beautiful. I don't know why we only hear this type of music this time of the year, man. We should hear it all throughout the year to keep us in the festive spirit.
We certainly should.
Listen, Princess, how about a sandwich there, man? Can I have a sandwich? That'd be great. We're going to be taking a very quick break. When we come back, we have another Tuesday tune heading your way. Thanks, Kat, in advance.
Oh, well, your sandwich is ready. Princess
Awesome.
was quick. And then, of course, we also have to make another winner with our loot.co.za wall.
What is it
so
gonna
don't go
be?
anywhere. Someone gets to open a door and get to win. So we'll see you after the break.
Try the new McAfee Low GI sandwiches, cheese and tomato, chicken club, and cheese and tomato chicken roll. Enjoy a moment in between with McAfee.
Last word, yeah. Take me from sleep in heavenly peace. Oh, Christ the Savior is born.
Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born.
Yeah.
Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now it's time for us to make some wishes come true this morning with loot.co.za. And we have our first winner on the line this morning who posted on Loot's Facebook page with hashtag LootFestive. And our winner is none other than, coming all the way from Cape Town, Michelle van Kervel. Hello, Michelle. Woo!
Michelle! Good morning, Zoe. Good morning, Leanne. Good morning, Expresso team.
Good morning, my love. I love that little giggle. It speaks of excitement. So are you ready and are you feeling lucky?
I am ready and I'm feeling extremely lucky. My number's still on that board.
Is it
I've been watching it since the beginning of the show.
Okay, so what is the number, Michelle? Reveal that to us.
Number 19.
Number 19. Okay, Zoe, do you have the prize ready?
I will take a look at what is behind number 19. Michelle, behind number 19 is the Taurus Castle bread maker, valued at 3,500 rand.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Girl, you are going to be making
Wonderful.
some good bread this festive season. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you for my Christmas present, my very early Christmas present.
Wow.
You guys have just put the cherry on top of 2018 for me.
Oh.
Thank you, guys. I love you.
We love you too. Congratulations. Enjoy your prize.
I will do. Thanks. And thanks to Luke as well.
Yes, lootisthebomb.com. That's why we love it so much. And of course, you at home could also stand a chance of winning. It's your last few days to stand a chance of picking the last few numbers. There's only 4 left. And of course, you could be winning big with Loot's festive calendar. So we've changed the entries for the last few days.
That's right. So all you have to do is register on loot.co.za or download the Loot online app, and that's on your smartphone, and register. Then what you need to do is WhatsApp the email address you used to register for your loot.co.za account. You email that to 071 640 6551, and we could be calling you to pick your lucky number. In fact, we only have a few numbers left.
Yes.
But you need to, of course, if you already have registered at loot.co.za, you don't have to register again, but you do need to send us that email you used. So WhatsApp that number, that email address to 071 640 6551.
Exactly. Hashtag Loot Festive. We can't wait to see what's behind the remaining 4 doors. So WhatsApp now to 071 640 6551. Congratulations, Michelle.
Congratulations. You won a bread maker, a bread machine.
That's
Yeah,
fantastic.
it's amazing.
Great for the festive season,
Bread
yes.
all around. It's going to be amazing. Listen,
Fresh bread.
it is a Tuesday, which means Tuesday Tunes with Kat and his awesome band. Right now, we're going to wrap up the show. We get a couple of minutes left with, I think, one of my favorite songs out there. You'll catch me quietly singing in the background as well. Here they are with Silent Night.
was pure light. Rays of dawn from thy holy face. With the dawn of redeeming grace, said Christ and the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born.